First blood.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kaka knew I stole his rum?
Watch my head.
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah!
Radiant victory.
best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Want to become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Hello guys and welcome to the Prodota Cup. We're gonna be watching Helsinki Reds Clavis versus Clavis Aurea, a best of one for the losers brackets to see who can remain in this tournament and who will be kicked right out. Well, not kicked out, but eliminated, I suppose, is the nice way of saying it. That said, Prodota Cup series, as you guys can see, has a new ticket. Woo! We did it, boys. We can actually watch Prodota Cup online or in the watch tab. So now, congratulations, Helsinki Red and Clavis Aurea will be the first match to showcase this amazing thing. That said, guys, my name is D Swordfish. I'll be your caster for today for this amazing match of the Prodota Cup. Let's look at the draft. Helsinki Reds, Night Stalker, Bat Rider, Winter Wyvern is the starting trio for these for this team. They are going to go Aurea for the Nyx Assassin, Ancient Apparition, and the Phantom Lancer. Alright, Clavis, starting with an Ancient Apparition, Nyx Assassin trick. We've seen this plenty of times before. It does work out pretty nicely most of the time. Ancient Apparition and Nyx Assassin, they bring a stun, a lot of magical damage, a good amount of scouting. Nyx Assassin has like global potential together with the Ice Blast to kill things quickly. Really good. Phantom Lancer to combine it with him because he does have a strong laning. Whoa, I was not expecting that. That's a very strong laning phase. Good amount of magical damage early, kill potential as well. They do gank his lane. And of course, it's a lot of escape as well. So it's really hard to just bring him down as long as the Ancient Apparition is helping him out. Sorry, even if it's in the slightest. Now Helsinki Reds, they pick up a Gyrocopter. So for now, they've already had a good lane domination in the form of Bat Rider, Night Stalker, really strong heroes, even Winter Wyvern as well, to win the lanes and then kind of at minute 4 or so start ganking around with the Winter Wyvern Night Stalker duo. Seems quite strong. Now you combine this with the Gyrocopter, brings a lot of good mid game and team fight potential, and of course deals with the Phantom Lancer. Gyrocopter is not the best hero against the AA, but he's not the weakest either. Not relying too much on escape or healing, but rather just relying on sustained, long, but good team fights. I don't know how well that is going to work out for Helsinki Reds, to be honest, because the Ice Blast could really screw you over that strategy. And even though Phantom Lancer is not a hero that deals well with, of course, area damage, he does kill heroes pretty quickly. And Gyrocopter might not have the sustain to rely or to last against them. I also wonder if it's to be, I'm assuming it's a carry Gyrocopter, but a mid Gyrocopter, it's a lot of weird variations. We could also be seeing an Aghanim's build with Maelstrom. What could Clavis Aurea now pick up against this hero? A hero that can burst down quickly, like Phantom Lancer, put him in the mid lane, and you can go in Ursa, for example, as your carry. Or an off laner that can also stop Gyrocopter. Wild Legion comes to mind.
Admiral Kunkka.
This might mean Nyx Assassin off lane, which is something we haven't seen in a while, but I like the Kunkka plus Ancient Apparition combo because the X marks the spot works really nicely with the Ancient Apparition Cold Feet and with the Torrent as well. In the early game, in 2 seconds, you can not outrun the Cold Feet. You get an extra third second. So, in 2 seconds, he can set up perfectly the Torrent and then continue with an X marks the spot that completely decimates whoever's stuck in it, because then you're stuck in the X marks in Torrent, sorry, 2 extra seconds anyway because of the stun and the slow, so it could be very powerful combination. On top of that, you get an easy lane winning hero in the form of Ancient Apparition and more of a ganker in the form of Kunkka. So the same duo that you have for Helsinki Reds and the Winter Wyvern Night Stalker is the Ancient Apparition Kunkka, except it's not as effective as Night, but is doubly effective in the day. So it's payoffs. I think Aurea has a bit more consistent lineup. I do like the Nyx Assassin in the offlane. I think it should be played still. And it's fantastic against the Batman to begin with and the Winter Wyvern. The last band is the Sniper, and they pick up an OD. Clear pickup. I should have predicted that, but it's hard to predict, honestly. Starting out. The Van of the Sniper is the hardest counter to the OD. It stops a Gyrocopter from potentially going the mid lane with a Homing Missile build, so now Helsinki Reds have to pick up a different mid laner. What options do you still have? The Queen of Pain is alright, so is the lean against Outworld Devourer, but in general, intelligence heroes do suffer a bit against them, and Outworld Devourer might not have that much range, but does have a decent attack damage to counter those two. The Ember is definitely not an option. That's great! That's amazing pickup. I really like that Broodmother pickup. I wasn't really considering it, to be honest. I first was thinking about, you know, what else could you run here? Broodmother. Really good against OD. You can pretty much win the lane. So it pretty much wins the lane against the OD entirely, right? You have no way of clearing it either except for the Kunkkas, which means you might force the Kunkka in an offensive, core position. Maybe Nyx Assassin support and Kunkka in the offlane, run an aggressive trial. I love that Nyx set. Crab Claws? Crab Claws, but with a bit of X. And, I mean, the Phantom Lancer can't deal with a Broodmother either. Maybe forced to go for a bit more damage to the things, because otherwise if he's alone he's going to be screwed entirely. Good Gyrocopter set as well. Even have the help from the Winter Wyvern against the Broodmother, which is quite effective. Well, to save her in the last second in case they do run at her. And I really like Helsinki Red's lineup, actually. I'm not the biggest fan of Gyrocopter in general, but I think in this lineup it does work out pretty nicely. They drafted very well against heroes like, in this case, the OD. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up working out for both. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be able to deal with his Broodmother last pick. It was a really, really good pickup here, especially because it's also a decent mid laner nowadays. I'm just very excited. I'm just very excited for this Broodmother. It's not often we get to see a good Broodmother player start out. And yeah, we will be seeing Nyx. Ooh, Mango Nyx. I haven't seen this in a while as well. Usually you want to go for Poor Man's Stout Shield. That's generally the build. Or even the double. If you want to go for Poor Man's right after, you go for the double Slippers of Agility instead of the Stout Shield, but I guess he just wants to play aggressively from the beginning. And with the 3 mangoes, you're allowed to as insane regen, 7 regen, because his base regen is a 4.3 and 1 HP regen. Or sort of 4. He has base 4 HP regen. That's a bit more from the strength. And then he's really, really good. Really, really good or build for the Nyx Assassin. He's going to be the offlaner, though, Kunkka being the support. I don't mind that, but I would like to see at least a Lannon build for Kunkka with an armlet, perhaps even into a Crystallis this game, or add some sort of damage so you can deal with the Broodlings. I mean, otherwise, what is your point? What are you expecting to do against them, really? You have Phantom Lancer, I suppose, to some degree, the Impale from the Nyx Assassin, the Outworld Devourer's occasional Astral Imprisonment, which might be able to kill a couple spiders. That's it. You don't really have many more options. So many games being played right now. Quite insane, honestly. Oh, the horn has been sounded, and we start out immediately. Let's see if Clavis Aurea will stay in this tournament, or if Helsinki Reds, and continue the run through the lower brackets, or if Helsinki Reds will be able to take this match off their hands and demonstrate why they were in the winners brackets in the first place. Lots of people rooting here for the Helsinki Reds, the team that was picked up, if not mistaken, by a football team. Let's see if those people are right. Ooh, already aggressive sentry, and Kedara even takes the enemy sentry with a tango. I mean, he got extra healing. CU, you gotta walk away from this. You can't attack him. He's trying to use the tower to his advantage. Actually, very well played by CU, but Kedaro forcing him away immediately. And look at that, that torrent's still an option as well here if they need it. As the Astral Imprisonment grabs a creep simply to get the last hit. CU has already been pushed out of this lane with less experience than the OD, who is actually splitting his experience with the Kunkka. Lane equilibrium is not being met though too much here. Oh well. In the top lane, meanwhile, you have a Phantom Lancer. Might be forced to max the Doppelganger if he really wants to deal with a Batrider. Or perhaps just play it really intelligently. Maybe get 2 levels of Doppelganger. I think he can actually be fine with the 3-1-1 build. Usually go for his Phantom Lancer. Just adds so much damage to have that charge, and ooh, an early level of Tidebringer. I do like that to clear those spider legs. You have no other way of doing so, so there's no reason not to. So Kidaro, no need to leave this lane right now. This torrent is a perfect setup. There it is, torrent perfectly calculated. Nope. I was wondering why there was no torrent. I think by the time I said it, he would have gotten out, but CU just got away. Very odd choice, really. I mean, you are harassing him considerably, which is good, but that's all you're doing. You don't get the kill at the torrent. And you can still get an Astral Imprisonment into a torrent, which isn't all that damage. Because the torrent only deals 75 damage now. You need a level 2 torrent at the very least. I guess that's why you can skip X the spot as well, because you don't need that extra setup. You already have the Impale as well. The Cold Feet, I suppose, is not the best setup for the torrent. You're able to predict it. Forcing him in a certain direction with the Cold Feet is quite effective. The flying Wyvern aiding that bottom lane. Yep. Okay, again, no torrent. They keep using these things, but Astral Imprisonment just to harass CU. It's only level 1 though, so it's not going to deal that much. Womber actually going to get the first blood of the top lane against Blue. The Ancient Apparition. Womber in the trees. We'll evade that. Well, not much aggression besides that. I mean, they do get a kill in the top lane, but it's only against AA. Demonstrates the Phantom Lancer seems a bit too hard to kill, so he can go for a bit more of an aggressive build. In the mid lane, Kidara just keeps on staying here. I am surprised they're not using... Oh, they did get CU with that one. A double damage helps a lot to add some damage to the annoying Broodmother. She already has 2 levels of the Spin Web, meaning her health regen is considerable. Where's the Astral Imprisonment? Not in time. Again, missing it. Gets the real one, actually. Where's the torrent? Okay, timing it properly this time, somewhat. Always a bit off, though. Always a bit off with the torrent. You can just get him as soon as he leaves, you know? Seconds. I think he's trying to maximize the torrent output. Either that or he's missed it twice, because he's exactly the same. Very dangerous. Now they hit him with dust. They can't dispel that. The torrent. Oh, he's trying to get it out, but the Astral Imprisonment only level 1. Broodmother finally out of the invisibility. Spins another web. Where's the torrent? Use it immediately. There it is. At least he'll some mana back, but again! Kedaro, please! Please! It's the second time you've missed that. There's third time if you consider the fact that Broodmother just kind of stayed there for a bit too long. I don't know if you're just being greedy or that's genuinely you don't know how torrent and Astral Imprisonment work. It's not that hard to use. Alright, Kedaro, this time. Now you have enough range for the torrent. You could have done it again, but they just don't want to kill CU. Now Womber comes to the mid lane and starts to harass Noodle. Seems like a possibility. Not a likely one. Yep. Forced already immediately back. That haste rune is effective, but not enough against the damage that Kunkka can deal with the Tidebringer. Which is, by the way, what he's maxing first. So it's going to be a very interesting support Kunkka that only brings torrents to the table and I guess a bit of damage. He's really concentrated on clearing spiders. Oh god. Torrent number 3. Astral Imprisonment is 4 seconds, by the way. Torrent is 2. Or 1 point... yeah, 2. Oh, 1.6 delay. Okay. Never mind. But just get the idea. It's not that hard to do. Now, top lane, by the way, Vipu. Bit of harassment. Nothing against him. Aurea ends up destroying the bottom lane and taking a kill against Nyx's assassin. That Kunkka is just not working out for him. Not working out at all. And that Broodmother might not be, snowballing as much as we expected, but you still have a very strong Gyrocopter. In they go. No, next target with a Winter Over Night Stalker here. It's gonna be an easy kill. No, body blocking. Ooh, not successful. Womber. No, second Void. Great Fairy Fire at the end, but does not save him from the last claw attack. Night Stalker. That Scratch ends up murdering poor OD. But this top lane, no, Womber trying to get the kill against Blue using the trees as cover. The slow might be good enough. Nope, not with a flying Night Stalker that can just get through the trees anyway. Ancient Apparition could have just continued that way, but I didn't want to give him vision. Of course, Womber is faster in the nighttime, that's the only thing. Torrent, again, missing, not even close to the Bad Rider who evades it, but the Spirit Lance at least grabs him, so the Torrent served as a bit of vision, I suppose. Like Garpus from the Nyx Assassin wasted there. Triple Mango though, helping him out. This is a very aggressive Observer Ward put down. Ancient Apparition. It looks right at the Pat Rider. Yeah, you fly all you want, Vipu. We'll know exactly where you are. Time to miss another Torrent. Oh no, there's the X. There's the X. Kidaru got the timing down now, finally. Well, not close, but Vipu at least have been slowed down. There's a Chilling Touch helping out the Phantom Lancer. Cold Feet even triggered. That's going to lose the illusions. Not going to be enough as in the mid lane. They actually kill the OD, and Vipu will survive here going to the Shrine. The Phantom Lancer did not have a Phantom Rush. Well, the Broodmother is starting to take domination of this middle lane now entirely. 7 minutes in, and CU, look at the pressure he's putting against this tower. It's none, right? But he's getting enough assets to pretty much equal the OD, who should be winning the lane at this point. Blue, careful. The top lane definitely gonna go down. Melt it. Nope. They just actually scratched him right to death. Vipu now following Ascendancy. Womber knows which one it is. The one that's farthest away. Receive the damage. Spirit Lance comes in. Womber a bit slowed down, but he's gonna be fine. In the bottom lane though, they try to go. And Donnie, there's the ultimate from the Gyrocopter trying to get the stun out before the ultimate actually impacted. Great usage of the cooldown and the Rocket Barrage. Ensuring the stun was minimal as it was only reflecting the Rocket Barrage damage. That was a nice cancellation of the Spike Garpus. Could have been a really difficult. Kidaru. Ooh, the Torrent will find the Gyrocopter perfectly timed. Now the Impale, they stick him in place. Action marks on spot so he can't run away. And Aurea tries to heal best he can, but the magic stick will serve him to no purpose. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, another kill onto Nodo. Look at this Broodmother go. The Spawn Spiderling's too strong. She's out of mana, but the Astral Imprisonment won't save him for long. Nodo is gonna sing the song of death, the song of eventual peace of existence. So that CU is going straight up for the Desolator, gonna get it super early and faster than the TA. Look at that farm that he's grabbing, and that Tidebringer does hurt. Doesn't kill any Spiderlings just yet. That's why you need the Armlet, Kidaru. Why the Armlet is such an important tool this game. And oh, that tower. That tower. Yeah, nothing Torrent. Not too much actually, because Kidaru at least has the haste room, but if they envelop him with the spiders, exactly. You don't want to be surrounded by them. Those little things do a lot of damage, and Torrent's still clearing them, but he's sacrificing those spiders apparently as the OD tries to clear them. The haste is done from Kidaru, but they dusted CU up. They can X marks a spot to send them back, and now the Insatiable Hunger comes out, but CU will not be able to get any attacks out. No healing for you as the Astral Imprisonment exterminates the spider. spike Carpet starting the gyrocopter bottom lane. There's a torrent also hitting him called Feeble Trigger. With the water and ice combination, too easy to kill this gyrocopter. They keep him stunned long enough for them to destroy him. Helsinki Reds. Losing people left and right now here in the mid lane, losing the Broodmother first, and the gyrocopter still have a 1k lead, but that 1k lead, they can amplify only in their carries. The Nyx Assassin has been doing as well as the Batrunner has. Night Stalker considerably better off. Sorry, Nyx Assassin has been doing as well as the Batrunner has, and the OD is not too far away from the gyrocopter himself, who should be out farming the OD. Skidaro, longer, darkness, careful, sees Skidaro, but there's no more stun to stop his TP. Good choice there. The Winter's Curse could have been used to cancel that, but the Winter Wyvern's on level 6. That's definitely not going to happen. It's going to be a Kunkka at least surviving for a bit. I just heard an Astral Imprisonment, but I'm presuming it's just OD farming or something like that. Oh, the top lane, a slight attack against Ascendancy. They have Crippling Fear as well that can take that Doppelganger away. The whole missile target as well. Lasso being used at the last second. Committed to get that kill. Assuring that the PL cannot get away. Oh, the torrent stops all the spiders. Ew, careful. Cold feet. Not triggering, but the X marks the spot. Still available. Those spiders surrounding Kidari. He tries to get the X marks the spot, but the spiders just annoy him. And in the end, we'll get it onto the Wyvern instead. There's the Winter's Curse, trying to force the Kunkka to die. The spider's not surrounding him yet. Kidaro prepared for this. Insatiable Hunger activated. Kidaro really low on HP, but the Ice Blast comes in, clears all the spiderlings away. And Kidaro will just live to see another day. That ghost ship saving him thanks to a rum hangover. He would have died otherwise. But that they survive yet again, luckily. For luckily for Clavis Aurea, Aurea Reds starting to put as much pressure as they can with that Broodmother. A Broodmother who now has a Desolator, so can farm really quickly. I'm gonna go for Mask of Madness next, interestingly enough. A Broodmother that kind of has a bit of that physical damage mixed in. It's not bad at all with Incapacitating Bite, which is, by the way, not an overpick anymore, so it's a really strong skill. Wombro, careful, they impale while he's hit the Batrider and they stun him out of Spike Carpus. Cold Feet will trigger, no need for it anyway, as the Batrider shatters in front of their eyes. Noto on to continuous aggression, but not finding anyone, and the Broodmother decides, well, if they're all just gonna do that, I'm just pushing. Why not? There's no reason not to. Continue. Finds Skidaro, Insatiable Hunger, slowing him down a bit with Incapacitating Bite, but look at how much damage he did to the Kunkka though with just one hit with Insatiable Hunger. It's pretty insane. Effective is Kidaro who's in the bottom lane. Oh, X marks the spot from Kidaro. Boy, careful. Crippling Fear. Stop the torrent from happening. So he's going to be sent back, but at least not to a stun. Good choice, as Ascendancy would have destroyed him if he was stunned up in the air with a torrent. It's only level 1 torrent, I believe. Yep. With 75 damage. Not too bad at the open. The Kunkka, or the Phantom Lancer, sorry, still deals enough damage. Make up for it. The Tidebringer is the main concentration of this Kunkka. Kunkka who has still yet to finish up his armor that he started. Kidaro now hit by the Void, trying to get the Ghost Ship out, but it's going to come a bit too late. Will not give him the buff. The Ghost Ship will hit the Gyrocopter though. Stunned by the Spike Carpus. There's the Winter's Curse, saving him together with a Cold Embrace. Auker is perfectly fine. The Column's still available. Used the last second. Auker still surviving, really low on HP, but the slow is enough to stop Ascendancy. He's been voided up. The stun comes out, but the Gyrocopter still surviving yet. Nothing is stopping him down. They're going to be able to not only stop Ascendancy's aggression, but also save Gyrocopter the last second. Oof. The Spike Carpus could have been lethal there, but it didn't end up triggering for too much damage, luckily for him. In the middle lane, another team fight happening. Donnie's stunning out the poor Night Stalker, who has double damage roll, but won't be able to use it effectively. Nodo ensuring that kill happens with the last Astral Imprisonment. Now finding the Winter Wyvern, catching him, pulling him back, and destroying him. Winter Wyvern goes down, and it's going to be Clavis Aurea taking 2 more kills in their favor. I mean, it's not too many. They did lose the Ancient Apparition as a result. There's still 4k lead for Helsinki Reds, but at least they're creating a dent. Now it's 3k. Oh, it's between 3k and 4k. It's a start. It's a start. Oh, in the mid lane, they see a potential kill against Nodo. In comes the Brute Mother. Kidara seems like a better target. Dies in like 3 hits. See when he pulled back to the Ghost Ship right in the last second. And there's the Bat Rider coming in with a lasso, stopping the Outworld Devourer. The Sun's still on him. He can't from prison. They're going to find in the middle of the Ice Blast. The ultimate from the Outworld Devourer decimates the Brood Mother first. Now 1 per second. And he wants to go for the last one. Vipu so close to shattering, but not quite. Nodo baited them very cleverly. That crippling feared, you know, lasted just the right amount of time, and they considered the call down there for a second. Holy Missile instead for Donnie. He denied the tower. Holy Missile will still find him. There's no Spike Carpus. At least he goes invisible. There's no way of seeing it within that Vendetta. With this darkness activated, the aggression is on to Donnie. This Nyx assassin running away from the Homing Missile will be successful in doing so. No Homing Missile yet. Okay. So, for now, the guys at Helsinki Reds are starting to lose a bit of the ground they've worked so hard to obtain, and that's to an OD without a Midas, which is more concerning than anything, really. Because the OD does not have any natural form of farming, and he's beating your Gyrocopter and your Brood Mother. The Phantom Lancer doesn't really need that many items as long as he gets him played at the right time. Oh, he comes to you. Oh, he just tried to take some of these creeps away. Okay, he didn't want to harass the Phantom Lancer whatsoever. Just took a couple of the illusions for some reason. He's gonna go for Face Boots next. I like the Face Boots idea. I mean, you don't really need it as a Brood Mother, of course, but the damage it adds since you have good attack speed play because of your Mask of Madness makes sense. Mother's naturally very tanky, so the Tread's tankiness is usually not necessary on her. Well, I like the idea to just go phase instead. Appropriate. Also, it's not like you want to use webs all phased up. The only issue is that now you get to the mid game and Brood Mother's not as effective in the same way that he was before. Like, he's not a dominating machine. He has to stay in one lane, try to take advantage of that. Or just go for Roshan. I mean, with a web like this is too obvious you're going to go for Roshan, right? If you have a Medallion of Courage on the Night Stalker, you have a Desolator on the Brood Mother. There's an obvious Brood Mother Roshan builder. The Ice Blast will scout this out perfectly. They don't have much initiation in there except for the Xbox spot and I guess the Ghost Ship. Ooh, the Ghost Ship used very preemptively against Vipu. Can they kill him in time? Kidara might have just whiffed it there. Vipu still has the lasso and the Firefly is activated. Holy Missile. Sorry, the call down misses everyone, but the Winter's Curse stops out. Will Devour right in his tracks. They try to kill Donnie. The illusion's still annoying him. The Gyrocopter's dead. He's down. And they can't finish the Roshan. They need the Brood Mother's help in this team fight. Kidaro, he's still using the Torrent, trying to see the Roshan's alive. And there comes Nodo, trying to hit the Winter Wyvern, almost destroying him, hitting with the Astral Imprisonment. Womber now being suffering a lot from those arcane orbs. Eventually destroyed by one of them as the Winter Wyvern suffers from the same fate. It's gonna be Clavis taken 2 down. And Vipu tries to TP away. He's gonna be successful. That's a free Roshan you just give to any team. I mean, the only thing that didn't die there was the Brood Mother, but how could you defend it with the Brood Mother? With this, Daro is gonna get a medallion in hand. Midas for the next assassin seemed to be the choice. Okay, so that allows him to stay at high net worth for the duration of the game. I don't dislike that at all. I think it's pretty good. And now the Ghost Ship brings back Ned Stalker. Oh, sorry, the explosive part brings him back. Now the Ghost Ship hits him. Womber about to go down. The Ice Blast will not actually succeed. And now the Winter's Curse onto Nyx Assassin. Can they get the kill in time? She was ready with the spiders. Destroys Donnie. He's so close to dying. That poison might just kill him. But he survives with only 2 HP. Thanks to the Spike Carpets. In comes the Batrider. Kills the Blacksmith with a lasso. Finds as well the Phantom Lancer. In Ascendancy. Hit by the homing missile. Will not be able to go anywhere. He deals too much damage. That Broodmother. With that, they get back into the game, getting a couple of really valuable kills, especially that one on the Nyx Assassin. Even if it was by accident, it's super, super important. And that Roshan, low on armor, thanks to Desolator and the Medallion. The Ice Blast at least will try to hit CU. Cannot heal anymore from that insatiable hunger, but the Roshan will fall almost certainly. They have one more Rocket Barrage, that's all they need. Womber trying to get some space, stops the Kunkka. He's been silenced. Kidaro, where are you going, man? Where are you going? You have to run away. The Void will not hit him a second time. CU concerning himself with a Mask of Madness, trying to catch him in time, but deciding it's best not to go. He does have the incapacitating bite with 46% slow, which is considerable. Kunkka is running away, that's the best way to stop him. In addition to the mischance, which is always Umber. Oops. EOD decided not to go that way. There's a Solar Crest on both teams, one on the Kunkka, one on the Night Stalker. But Night Stalker benefits much more for the Solar Crest than the Kunkka does. Honestly, I don't like that Solar Crest on the Kunkka. I don't think it's a bad item usually, but in this game, you might want to hand an armlet. I really just like the armlet this game. It's fantastic. You protect yourself against a lot of damage. Well, not necessarily protect yourself, but you allow yourself to have a bit more survivability. Let's put it that way. You get a bit of extra armor, which is fantastic against Broodmother. You can clear spiderlings easily. You can do more damage to the spiderlings at the very least. And you also deal a bit more damage yourself. Do something that's necessary against the Gyrocopter. The traditional Kunkka build does not do as much damage. And Gyrocopter is in fact going for an Aghanim. Seems like it's going to be an Aghanim's Mjolnir or Aghanim's Maelstrom build. This Aghanim Scepter. It's gonna be about to be completed in Gyrocopter. Not gonna give him too much of a boost in damage. He's the Maelstrom. Very least will add some damage to him. Makes sense that he wouldn't go for a particular Desolator either. Broodmother. That starts farming the enemy actions. You know, typical things Broodmothers do. Ensure the enemy actions are taken. There's nobody talking about. Ooh. It's a kill against people in the bottom line. They're just easy to find with the Nyx Assassin plus Ancient Apparition combination we'll talk about so lethal. Look at the Phantom Monster items. He already has the Defeatful Blade, planning on going for a Manta style, so no clearing on his side. Blink Tires need the next time about the OD after the PKB. Seems like the right choice entirely. PKB, you get a bit more of that mobility. You already deal enough damage. Really, you want to make sure you don't die or get caught up by the Broodmother in a bad position. Clear a couple creep waves, that's all it's gonna accomplish here. And apparently Clavis have gone to that point where they're like, yeah, well, you know, we really just want to make sure that my team cannot push out, and we gotta make sure the lanes are pushed so the Broodmother cannot take advantage of them. Let's not forget, Broodmother's not the fastest creep pusher, but if you can at least deter her from going against your towers immediately, then that's ideal, right? She creates spiderlings along the way, but they're easy to clear with, I mean, at least in the early game they should be. Later on, become really a nuisance because you can split push into. Helsinki Reds continue to push the pressure in the bottom lane as the Broodmother does her part in the mid lane. Trying to take a tower down, brought back. Xbox the spot, not successful. There's the Hurricane Pike stopping people. He's been stunned. The Xbox the spot, not effective here. They don't need it actually. Nodo being harassed by CU, but the Gyrocopter's already dead. They only have a 1 core left. That's CU. And they want to go for Womber instead. Seems like an easy kill. They can't stun him out. They don't need to. The Xbox the spot will be there to stop his TP in general. That's going to be 3 dead for Helsinki Reds. Clavis Aurea now taking the lead in this game. A strong, strong lead. Dominating the enemy team by a bit now. Because it gotten to the point where Clavis Aurea does have an advantage of 1k. They do have a really nice late game. It's hard for you to deal with a Phantom Lancer except with a Gyrocopter. That's the only thing you really have to deal with them. And Gyrocopter went for an Agnes build, which is a particularly weak build in the early game. I mean, you really need a lot of items for that Agnes to start working out for you. And oh, there it is. Winter Wyvern hit by the ghost ship, stunned out, destroyed. Clavis will be taking down this tower in the mid lane. As a start of the end. Clavis, as they start taking a tier 1, and then next thing you know, they're in your throne. In it, literally, because they've broken. They're taking a tier 2 now in the bottom lane, as expected. I mean, they do have not the best pushing potential, but still a Phantom Lancer. And some of the best zone that I've ever seen in a team. I mean, they have the X marks the spot focus. So, there's 2 kinds of pushes, supposedly. Fast push, which is the traditional push. When you say a good pusher, you usually mean a fast pusher. And then you have the consistent push. Consistent push is the one with illusions, the one that uses X marks the spot, the one that allows the OD to stop someone for 4 goddamn seconds when they're trying to stop your push from happening. Or the Ancient Apparition to zone out your whole enemy team by taking away your regen for a while. Insane, it's really strong, so Johnny, careful, people. Oh, might find him. Firefly, Spike Carp is available. Yeah, there's no vision of him anyway. He had dust though. Could have tried. I guess. Don't want to exaggerate. Kidaro is staying here in the bottom lane for some strange reason. As Clavis happy about their new position as the overlords of this match. Are starting to take some advantage of it by taking some jungle camps on the CU. Thinking Nodo seems like a nice, juicy target. Perhaps the opposite. In the bottom lane? What? How did Blue just kill someone? Umber. Oh, killed him the Ice Blast. Just a simple Ice Blast. Sniped him right off the air. Might have played a bit too aggressively. What is the result? How's a potential win? Phantom Lancer continues to push this mid lane out, ensuring nobody can thwart his territory. Ayu with the Assault Cuirass as the next item. Will be increasing his attack speed considerably. Meanwhile, Smoke ain't quite as Helsinki Reds want to do some damage. Donnie found out Spike Carpus stopping his dragging from happening, but for now, the Yo Scepter might be saving him. The call down hits him a second time. Donnie's still alive though. Starts hitting the OD and Clavis. It's time to counterattack as they go first for the Night Stalker. He's been diffused up. His Purge is too strong. Womber does not have enough speed to walk away, and somehow for now, Donnie's still alive. Siu and now attacking the Outworld Devourer who's been Glimmer caped up. That Homing Missile will not do too much damage. Kidaro though will be dying against this poor Broodmother. No ship comes and only gives a buff. Now Broodmother left alone. Do they have a way to see her? They don't need it. The Astral Imprisonment is here! And that Cold Embrace does jack shit! Nodo destroying him entirely with Sandy's Eclipse. Now going for Alka, the next objective. Astral Imprisonment very, very soon. No need for it. The damage is sufficient from a single orb. Oh no, never mind. That was wrong. That was another kill. They got down in the back. I just heard the sound. I thought, wow, did the orb just murder him? No, the Gyrocopter's fine. Okay, they should have Astral Imprisoned that. I think they had a way. Force Staff, yeah, Bipu, they see you. Ooh, Ice Blast. Again, just prepared to set it up. Even if he forces himself away, you're ready to attack him. Regardless, they kill the Broodmother for an assassin Nakunka. I think it's and the Night Stalker as well to boot, because why not? I think it's a fair trade in favor. No, not really a fair trade. It's in favor of Clavis. Even if you do kill the offlaner, you kill their enemy mid laner and their main source of damage right now. So it's certainly something that you want to make sure to get rid of. Now, trial boots be the next item on, or sorry, already built up on a Sims. And that lane pushing tactics, hard to use the Broodmother against some of the trial boots in general. One of the nicest cost, or not cost, counters for the kind of Broodmother style of pushing one lane and making sure that it stays pushed and attacking. Thank you, Reds. Kind of backed against the wall with that build the Gyrocopter went for. I also especially don't understand the build of, well, let's go Aghanims and then BKB immediately. If you're gonna go Aghanims, even though you might need BKB, which you certainly do, if you need you need something else, right? You just can't have just BKB and Aghanim. That's not gonna do enough damage. You need something along the lines of, well, a Maelstrom or a Orchid or something of the sort. It's something that allows you to really take advantage of your Aghanim, because otherwise you have a combo piece and nothing to combo it with. It's like having a, you know, like almost the whole it's like having, imagine having like a straight in your hand, but you're missing the ace or something. Or a royal straight, right? Missing the ace, you're like, well, that's me. Got nothing else. Okay. Cool. That's unfortunate because there's nothing you're doing with that 4 useless cards. King, Queen, Jack, 10. There's nothing on itself. Hit that ace. You don't have it. Not even in a flush, you know, you don't have nothing. Nothing. That last thing is like a 2. 2. Eh. Got a 2. How are you gonna get a pairs with that? It's not even Texas Hold'em, by the way. It's traditional poker. So I don't like the Platinum Slicky Reds too much. I mean, this is their classification match. This might be the reason why they leave the tournament. Like, Clavis Aurea is coming from the lower bracket, so theoretically they should be the weaker team. I mean, that's the whole point, and that's why you were in the lower bracket before. So perhaps not. Oh, good apparition. The Ghost Scepter as his next item. Not a bad idea. Very much like the Ghost Scepter. As opposed to any other utility items, I think at this point you want to rid yourself of the Broodmother, who also does not go for Diffusal Blade, a very common item on Broodmother usually. Hell, you could even go Diffusal Blade on Gyrocopter, would be a better option than just what and now. Oh, the Roshan. Start to fall, so you get those Gyrocopter. You got him from outside. I didn't know you could do that. That's okay. Well, they got the Roshan. That's ages and cheese. So that's pretty bad for Clavis. That actually sets the game back a bit for Helsinki Reds. Or sorry, for Clavis Aurea. They're planning to do a bit more damage here than just taking a couple creeps. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 attacks. That export the spot though helps you to push as consistently as you want to. He's still the PL who has been farming this whole time where the enemy is pushing. Odie has maintained himself pretty high up in terms of farm, which is an important factor. And oh, careful. Donnie, I don't think they see him. They don't have vision of him. The Winter Wyvern has a sentry but has not put it down, so there's no gem either to see him. He's Donnie any second. He can just start out. Boy. Arrow. Very close to getting a solo crest, actually. That's going to be useful as well for that kind of sustained push you're going for. Not taking too much damage from the towers, not taking too much damage from the Broodmother herself. Actually, they're also to go for a bit of a minus armor build. Oh, at least they found the way to wire at the bottom lane. Can they kill him in time? Cold feet? I don't think it'll trigger. The damage might be sufficient, though. He can still shatter here. No, he's not going to shatter. Very close, but not quite. He even heals himself back up immediately right after. Does his best to not die there. But they were really close. I mean, the Chilling Touch came a bit too late, and I think that actually deterred them. It's Chilling Touch level 3, so it adds a considerable amount of damage, only minus 20 XP. But considering those 2 supports, and they wasted... I mean, they wasted ultimates, I suppose, but there's ultimates that are really low cooldown, so it's not that big a deal when you're at this point in the game. Torn in that bottom lane to again, push it out. Daro making sure he stays fresh. Stays fresh like a fish out of water. Alright, ascendancy. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. That Blue Mother was coming right for you, but it's never really hard time of catching the Phantom Lancer. I think at this point, you're starting to see the weakness in Helsinki Red's lineup, which is that they lack stuns. The home missile's not a reliable stun. The crippling feel is not particularly good anymore. To, again, stop a Phantom Lancer can easily just dispel with Mana Style. The Lasso is really good, of course, but now you have a Link as an enemy team that can stop you. In addition to the fact that Lasso is not... You don't want that to be your only stun right now, right? The enemy team has Torrents, has an Ancient Apparitions, which actually sometimes works, and it Nyx as a whole, which actually brings a lot of stuns to the table. You don't have that. Beeple is already dead in the top lane. He has no way of stopping the aggression once it comes up. And he's going to go for Womber as well. That's 2 dead immediately. Noto is going to put something at the end like, hey, I'm also part of this kill. And they take 2 pretty important kills, and that's pretty much their whole disable. I mean, Winter Wyvern has a Winter's Curse still. That's good. They have a lot of slows too, and the whole missile. The whole missile is crap. It's terrible. I don't ever use it. I hate that ability. No, but it's not a good ability to use in the middle of team play. It will just annoy for a bit. It's not a reliable stun whatsoever. You can't time it at the right second to stun out whom you want to stun out. Now they're gonna go for the PL, trying to kill him. He might be lucky enough to survive. Nope, that doppelganger was not kind to him whatsoever. He was so close because he already bought the heart as well. That was a unfortunate positioning issue, so they didn't have to stun him as long as you slow him down sufficiently. That doppelganger was also very, very mean to him, as he actually was left in the high ground. He should have done some illusion haunting. Hard to do with that. He actually got the Mana Style illusions out of the low ground. The chances at blue. Oh, it's actually the drums are... No, that was a buckler from blue. Great usage of the Impaler. Might save the Ancient Apparition. He does not have a Ghost or a TP right now. Yep, the lasso to find him. Actually not stopping anything because he didn't have a TP anyway, but they're going to kill regardless. That's no Ice Blast for 50 seconds. Not bad. As Phantom Lancer himself is also dead for 50 seconds. I don't think the ideal to fight to begin with, but like I said, following the same course of logic, then the lasso was not going to be used anytime soon, so it makes sense to just get kills whenever you can. After all, you are a bit behind, and it does seem like it's getting harder and harder if you... That was an interesting Xbox spot choice. Walk away, but he's always going to be pushed back there. Another Xbox spot with Limerick. Oh, look at the damage he can do. No, they... Woo! He even forces a BKB. Did you not see the Xbox spot? Hidaro might die here as a result of the very least. Holy Missile, there's the Torrent, plus the Ghost Ship. He forced up himself. No, it was the OD that force-tapped him to safety. The call down pull perfectly selected for Noto is, but not stop his Blink Dagger. No, do. What a player there. He's just saved us to Konka, saved himself. It's amazing. Someone just lost the Aegis there. Pretty sure it was the Blue Mother. Yeah. And the killer still. Oh, they found someone. The Bad Rider seems like an alright option. People will be close and solid. Goldfeed ensures that kill. That's yet another kill for the OD, who's in a godlike streak. Someone who's going to go for Shivas right after, leading the damage to the Phantom Lancer. I don't think that's a bad choice. Very nice. Just spare lance that and at least try to kill it, maybe. Make use of your illusions. So, Night Stalker. That's an Ancient Apparition, but Noto hasn't having none of this shit. Look at him chasing down the vampire who's been caught on the opposite side by the opposite core. Womber cannot survive the Phantom Lancer's damage, even with the help of the Centaur. Ascendancy is sure to kick in. Really? 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 Ascendancy? Oh, that Centaur just saved your life, Womber. I ever thought that he was gonna just chase him down at the end, but everyone else was going around him, so I understand the option of just not going. Okay, that was a cooldown wasted, but it's a low cooldown spell at the very least. Is everyone here? The Phantom Lancer still not. Ancient Apparition, they want to melt him down. The Ghost should try to save him, but he was pulled way too far. Blue using the Ice Blast before he dies. The best option he had. That Ice Blast is going to start to do a bit of damage, but everyone else has to run away. The Phantom Lancer finally joins. The BKB has been committed by this Broodmother. Siu is fine loss of BKB. The Kunkka stopped, but the Glimmer Cape saved them there, and now the BKB from the Gyrocopter. Can they get the Impale? They're trying to go for the Broodmother. Send her back. No need for this. Anise Eclipse destroys her, and now, oh no, Ochre, you're left alone. Your BKB just ran out. What are you gonna do? The OD deals too much damage. Those orbs are tearing a new one into this poor Gyrocopter, and Kidaro goes back home. X marks the spot himself. Just to heal back. No big deal. Gonna come back immediately. They already forced a buyback on this Gyrocopter. Kunkka gonna go for his Blink Dagger very soon, and the Shiva's almost completed on this OD. Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer, the hard to ask, seems like a very hard kill, but doesn't deal as much damage as he used to. They're really relying on the OD for doing all that damage right now. And oh, the Blink Dagger. Now, well, Kidara clearing a couple ways, trying to get that blink up here in the bottom lane. We see a plethora of illusions going after Ochre. Took a bit of damage off, but he still has the cheese, and of course you did force the buyback off him. You would like to kill him 2 times, but a bit hard to commit to that just yet. Tennessee has no Blink Dagger, which is something I've been surprised about. I think Blink Dagger here would have been really, really strong. But it's odd that's the case. No, X marks the spot. And the Lancer will pull back. There we go, Tennessee. There we go. Just push out a couple lanes, not let the Broodmother be effective. It's definitely what their plan is. They know there's a ward here, they just take it down. Alright, an Arcane Rune in this case. Who are you gonna give the Arcane Rune to? Could be Phantom Lancer. More Spirit Lances, am I hearing? Yeah, you went for the extra damage anyway. I'm surprised I didn't go for a Veil this. Okay. I went for the extra Spirit Lance damage. Of course, it's better than 20. Well done. Now, they don't see Donnie here, or they should have. They shouldn't see Donnie there. I don't think they have a gem. They do have a dust though, but Donnie's just giving a lot of vision. In fact, Nota is gonna go down the Impale, ensuring that kill. They just wasted the Vendetta, but it was, I mean, it was just to ensure the kill against the Winter Wyvern, so she couldn't do some bullshit Cold Embrace or something. He had no Glimmer Cape, of course, that though. She should have been dead regardless. Careful, Impale. They know exactly where she is. The Ice Blast. They're perfectly timing it. No, they are not. They are not at all. But CU will still be hit by a lot of damage from the OD. I mean, that Saturday's Eclipse dealt a lot to CU. Can he TP away in time? He realizes he can't. The BK was about to expire. CU really low on mana and low on HP as well. He's finally going to lose his last bit of HP to death here. And with his Clavis can start pushing. No Broodmother is easy to push against. There's Vipu. Want to join in. So many illusions. They go onto Vipu. Careful very much. As the melee racks start to fall. Hidado, Tidebringer. And there's an X-Assassin joining in. Has an Impale ready. And there they go for the team fight. Nodo tries to kill Nota, steals away his intelligence, but it's pushed back with the expert spot. The BKB from Ochre, it's gonna save him from the Impale. Now they finally kill the Winter Wyvern. No Winter Scourge for you this team fight, as Ochre is glowing golden. That means he's the right target to attack. They're gonna move right back. The melee rack's ready. And CU is gonna be harassed. Now destroyed entirely as they take down the racks. The good game will play, it'll be called Helsinki Reds out of this tournament, giving up to Clavis Aurea, who will continue the run through losers brackets and subsequently play against LeftOneTV very shortly. My name's been D Swordfish. Hope you enjoyed the cast today. Feel free to follow me on Twitter if you did enjoy. If you didn't, feel free to flame me and all my social media, but do follow before. And I'll talk to you guys in like maybe 30 minutes or so. Well, the next match will start between Helsinki Reds and between Clavis Aurea and LeftOneTV. See you guys then.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for casino and live dealing.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kunka knew I stole his rum?
Hey, watch my head!
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag!
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah!
Radiant victory.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Prodota Cup series by Smashcast TV. Well, this is the Prodota Cup series now, as we have our own ticket. Whoop whoop! Prodota Cup, finally Dota TV. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Of course, Prodota Cup would not be possible without a great sponsor, XBet, that allows these amazing matches to happen. They actually, you can bet on your favorite Prodota Cup teams with the highest odds and the most favorable payouts. If you go to the XBet website and you actually use code BOUNTYX to get a €100 deposit for free. So do go check those guys out. My name is D Swordfish. I'll be your cash for today. Let's get right into the draft, shall we? LeftOneTV, Slaughter, Visage, Weaver, and Batrider. Minus armor strat. Yep. Okay, I like it. The cheese is here. I can smell it. It's a really strong cheese, actually. A Rocky Fort, at the very least. A blue cheese of some sort. Perhaps some old cheese grown by your grandma in a small town in the middle of Arizona. Who knows? LeftOneTV, interesting what we're seeing as they go for the minus armor strat entirely. The revival of the Slaughter just for these stupid strategies. That works really nicely with Weaver, and a Visage that's definitely going to go for some sort of medallion or solar crest. Batrider to go for a bit more of that single target damage that they rely on so much, as he's able to eliminate targets with Visage in a matter of seconds with a simple lasso, swarm, amplify damage. attack himself. Now, I'm assuming that's going to be a Visage in the mid position, but I might be wrong, and the Weaver carry better offlane and need one more support just because of how Visage is being played nowadays. Clavis, Aurea, on the other hand, they run a Jakiro, Necrophos, Silencer, Nyx Assassin, so much more emphasis here on teamfight. And not even teamfight, it's actually canceling teamfight with a hero that can survive most damage done by... well, most every damage really done by the opposing team, in this case the Necrophos, right? And of course a hero that's great at counter initiating, two heroes that are great at counter initiating in the form of Silencer and Nyx Assassin together with Jakiro to add some overall team fight to it. And well, with this, we now have the last two picks. LeftOneTV betting an offlaner, in this case Legion Commander, assuming it's Nyx Assassin plus Jakiro in the support position with a Silencer mid and a Necrophos as a carry. I mean, it must be, because if that or Nyx Assassin is in the offlane, they do think the Silencer is going to be run in the mid lane, which I think is the best way to put him here, because if you do run a Silencer in position 5 with Jakiro position 4, you are losing a lot of the power you might have. They could also run the Jakiro in the mid lane, and they themselves ban a Sniper, assuming Visage is going to be support. I don't think that's the right choice. Oh, actually. Unless Visage is carry and Weaver is support. But that would be a lack of stuns on your support. We'll see. That was Aurea. That could be the last pick. These are pretty weird times. I mean, if they're gonna go for an offlaner, which I do think is... that could be the choice. Then what do you run in the offlane? You can run Necrophos offlane. Silencer mid. And then a carry here, for example. Like a Void. Void actually pretty good here. Phantom was for the mid lane. So this could be an Assassin offlane. Silencer, Jakiro. We'll see. LeftOneTV now presented with the option of the Phantom Lancer. Gotta change their strategy a bit. If they do need a carry in the off chance that the better is offlane, Weaver is mid and Visage is not. Or well, regardless, they do need a carry. So the Sven would be a great option. Well, if the Weaver is support, right? So the Sven, if you want to go for the carry, the Sven is always an option. Sadly, he's been banned out. So that's all this for nothing. What other things do you have? Anti-Mage, I suppose, would not be a bad option either. But it doesn't really suit your strategy too much. I like the Wraith King, to be honest. It does go well with these kind of like physical armor or physical damage strategy, but Phantom Lancer can absolutely decimate him. All the heroes left on TV are particularly good against Silencer, to be honest, because they don't get affected too much by the silence, especially the birds, but see. Now LeftOneTV. What would they be running here? That's their last hero. We still don't know where the business is going to be run. We assume it's going to be in mid, but I mean, do you really want to counter? I guess you could go for an Ember, for example. Run the visit. There's always a as for supports, Earthshaker. Yes. Earthshaker Slaughter as your supports. Terrible. In position 1. Rubik? Rubik is actually okay. Then you don't have any way to deal with. Rubik does bring a couple stuns. Lion against the Phantom. Plethora. Alchemist is the pick. Okay, so I was wrong. Who made it? Plays it. Yeah, unless it's support. Kind of. Maybe this is to be a super draft. Turns out not. Whereas for the enemy we have. Yeah, okay, we have the Silencer Jakiro support. Neither team I particularly like their draft, especially. Not a big fan of the position. We'll see then. We'll see. This ends up being that. This ends up working out for them. I don't support either strategy, to be honest. I think LeftOneTV is a slightly better strategy with the Alchemist, honestly. And the minus armor I do like a lot. I think Clavis Aurea is not just. Those two supports will give you lane domination, but after that you won't have any. You don't have any gank ability for this Alchemist. This Alchemist is much more of a counter than the Phantom Lancer is. I have the Weaver and the Batrider and the Slardar and the Physic. Both of them, all of them really create a lot of space for the Alchemist to begin with. And you don't have any ways of dealing with them to begin with. Like, you don't have any ways to gank to begin with. Like, the Necrophos and Nyx Assassin are really the only thing you have. They just don't deal enough damage. So you're really going to have a hard time killing the Alchemist, on top of the fact that you're going to have to deal with the rest of his team as well, which is a team that's better suited for these situations than you are, apparently. Yeah, not too big a fan. Not too big a fan of the enemy chart, especially. I think they kind of went a bit all over the place and tried to counter what LeftOneTV had. But last time I was a bigger fan of Helsinki Red's draft, and they didn't execute it as well. So Clavis, they do have that extra bonus in execution. They have a nice amount of magical damage as well, so that's not counting out, especially if Phantom Lancer has to go for an Aghanim. And a Veil of Discord can be really effective on the Necrophos. You can try snowballing from there, going at early Ags on Phantom Lancer once he's level 10. He has a Spirit Lance that deals 325 damage. In addition, that it bounces 6 times, so that's around... I mean, the team fight, assume you hit all 5 targets, you deal 1625 damage. Which would be amplified by Veil Discord into becoming pure damage, essentially. So it's not bad. Like, if you look at it that way, you do have a lot of potential to do a lot of magic damage. You have a lot of burst power as well within your team as a whole. Yeah, it could work out, but at the same time, this draft for LeftOneTV seems much more cohesive, with an Alchemist even fits the drafting strategy, because he does have the minus armor with the acid spray, something I've completely forgotten, by the way, that the acid armor, that the minus armor is the whole point of the strategy. But they also have a lot of ganking potential and quick bursting ganking potential. That is the best part about minus armor teams. They have so much damage early on that you can't really get rid of it, because the mana is not a problem for them. They use 2 spells, mainly amplify damage in this situation, Corrosive Haze. I still come from old Dota, and the Swarm, and then you're screwed. You have nothing else. I mean, in this case, that's why I like the Weaver, or thought the Weaver could have perfectly gone for a support. Letting the Visage become the mid laner or the carry, and then the Alchemist a bit more than that. But of course, the Visage now doesn't bring that much to the table, except for a decent lane not really lane domination, a decent laning phase. Because the Grave Chill is a really good ability regardless. It works nicely with the Alchemist, who usually has problems as he's being kited constantly. We'll see if it'll work out for them, though. Visage can do a bit of damage with the Grave Chill, a bit of damage, or not a bit of damage, a bit of annoyance, I suppose, with the Grave Chill. A bit of damage with the Soul Assumption. You add to it the Gravekeeper's Cloak, and you have a lot of ways to annoy in the lane that the enemy team can't do much against you. And those birds will certainly deal a lot of damage with a simple Corrosive Haze. They will already kill someone. I'm assuming this will definitely be the Visage that goes for an early Medallion into a Solar Crest. Alchemist already starts pretty strong. I believe he took the rune. Yep, yeah, Stormstormer getting 200 extra gold, which I think he used immediately to buying that 4-man shield. And he knows he's going to be facing a Necrophos in this mid lane, or he was suspecting it. I honestly thought it was going to be a Phantom Lancer, but once you see the Alchemist, of course, then you think, yeah, we're not running our Phantom Lancer against an Alchemist. He's just going to get free gold out of him. The illusions actually do trigger the people's greed. So the second you mistime an illusion and he's able to kill it or whatever, then you screw yourself over. So Stormstormer, not take too much advantage of that. And it's going to be Visage versus Jakiro. Who wins in this engagement? Most likely the Jakiro. As the Visage gets more levels, you do have the advantage that you have a high HP pool, which really screws over a mainly magical damage dealer. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice kill, Cupid. Very good using the sprint there. It's a bit of a loss though, because you only have a sprint level 1, but I guess you're just going to try to sap experience from the bottom lane. Anyway, in the early game, it's Jakiro versus Visage, and the Visage have a lot of HP, so you have that advantage of Eat Y to be able to withstand a lot of the Liquid Fire or even Dual Breath annoyance. So his lack of armor is not that great not a big a deal against Jakiro, who has a decent attack damage, but not the highest in the world. 58 is good, but it's not. With his attack speed, it's pretty poor. It doesn't deal too much physical damage. That's why the Visage versus Jakiro actually becomes better for the Visage as time goes on, because the Grave Chill becomes much more impactful as Visage deals more damage per attack. And he also has the Soul Assumption, a great way to finalize a Jakiro once he's really low on HP. Or even better, just add some damage so that the Stormstormer can get the kill and get a bit more gold his way. Regardless, he is... Oh, that was unfortunate. Really? Mistimed that. He is winning the lane anyway. He's getting 11 last hits actually now to the next closest 6. In the bottom lane, the Weaver's not doing so hot though. Donnie putting a lot of pressure onto her. Either that or she's been missing a lot of last hits. It seems like no missing of last hits, so it just seems like Donnie has been putting a lot of pressure here. Cube finally joining in, trying to annoy Donnie away. Also getting a bit of experience in the process. Not bad, as the Weaver cannot fall too far behind the Phantom Lancer, or she will become a completely useless this game. I mean, the Swarm is still really useful this game as a whole, but as a hero, you really want to carry to be really impactful. And perhaps the Weaver is not in the position to do such a thing. Mainly because you might not have the necessary farm. Oh. Clarity from Stormer. Yep. Immediately cancelled. He can't use any more acid sprays. Trying to go for that soul ring super early. Not gonna find it in time. Yeah, that soul ring is a necessity for the alchemist. He might be forced to go to the jungle for a bit. Stormer's already been kicked out of lane. That is a problem, and now Nodo gets pretty much a free lane. Ends up being, I would say, ends up being a bit more beneficial in this case for Clavis, honestly. Because they pushed the Alchemist already to farm the jungle, which is pretty early. They put a lot of pressure into the Weaver, who's now recovered, but is still behind the Phantom Lancer so slightly. For now, the lanes are not going badly for them, though. We're expecting probably a bit better laning stage, considering you have the Silencer and the Jakiro. But that Visage worked really well at canceling the Jakiro. As you can see, he's still level 1. He's holding his own against Blue, who has more armor, has more HP. And in comes Cube, trying to get the kill against Jakiro. Stun is quick, the Great Chill as well. They can still body block it. Blue getting the dual breath out. But Cube is going to continue for this kill. Slithering Crush still available. Then comes the Nyx Assassin. And Blue will be saved by Nyx Assassin's presence. Too scary to fight against that annoying bug. He already gets his Trankles though. That'd be an easy kill. Sees Blue immediately, sprints up. Blue saws a dual breath, wants to fight him. Slithering Crush finds him. Where's the Liquid Fire? Slowing his attack speed even further. The Slaughter still want to get a kill. And the Dragons will end up finishing up their brother. In the form of Jakiro. Cube sadly not getting that kill. On the top lane, meanwhile, Yonosum Fan is being considerably harassed here. Luckily, the Firefly allows him to have an escape route over the cliff. That saves his life. With this, Adamson. Careful as Nyx Assassin. It's actually really annoying him with a mana burn. I like the build he went for. No impale, still levels of Spike Carpus to annoy in the off chance that you do hit him with Storm or whatever, because it reduces cooldown and more importantly becomes a pretty decent stun of 1.2 seconds. And of course mana burn to no matter lane. In the top lane though, the Silencer is about to destroy Yonosum Fan with an Arcane Curse. That is really hard to get off if you're a Bat Rider. That's going to be first blood in favor of Clavis Aurea. As the starter walks in, they had a sentry prepared for him. They knew he took the Invis rune and that sentry was just, you know, there. I think it was just recently put down. Yeah, I think they saw him take the Invis rune. They just put down the sentry immediately. LeftOneTV, not having the easiest of times anymore. And after an early game that went pretty well for them. Now it's coming to minute 5. Now the shrines are open. Everything is ready. All the assets are ready and not that much is being done. Donnie, careful. Oh. Adam says just it can't really annoy Donnie that much. I forget he has 3 mangoes. There's the Impale, finally grabbed. He has a mana burn, and the Spike Carpus annoying Weaver even further. She lost a lot of HP out of that. The top lane, Yonosum Fan wants to get a counter kill of some sort. You know, can use the Slaughter for his best advantage. And right now, Stormer. Wait, going directly, apparently directly for that Radiance. It's supposed to be Armlet first. Choice, Yonosum Fan goes for Ascendancy in the top lane. Slithering Crush will find him. Good usage of the Doppelganger. Still does not prevent Slithering Crush. Cube is left alone. A lot of slowing happening his way. As the Spirit Lance hits him, the tower hits him one more time. And the sprint will amplify all the damage sufficiently enough so that Kidaro gets that kill. Meanwhile, in the enemy jungle, Stormer running away from the possible Reaper Scythe. He grabs the bounty with a bit more gold, and Nodo will be forced to back away, not getting that kill. Giving some gold now to Hobi. He's been kind of farming this lane while the Alchemist is gone, getting a bit of experience, but Nodo still looking for another kill with Reaper Scythe available. He's just not going to find it yet. Hobi perfectly positioning himself so he can't find him. That is certainly the right choice, of course. In the top lane, by the way, Yonosum Fan. Kidaro. Kidaro TP's away. All gonna be okay. There's the Liquid Fires. Careful, Blue. Ooh, Ghost Shroud and Necrophos. He'll survive. The Swarm will still hit him though. Start taking away his armor. Nodo very low on health. The Slithering Crush finds him. He's been stunned down and destroyed. A LeftOneTV. Won't be able to get that kill against the Necrophos. Armlet. Stormstormer. Oh, there goes blue. They have a lot of damage with their Grave Chill, but they don't want to continue. The Stormstormer, meanwhile, decided to go for the Armlet at the end. Yeah, please. It's a typical Alchemist build for a reason. It's been almost the same Alchemist build. The good thing, at least, that he's been utilizing the jungle, but with the critical speed, he's been getting more gold out of it than other heroes would usually, and he lets the supports just kind of take the mid lane. That's fine for them. I mean, that's what you want. You let the Visage get a bit of farm anyway. So, pretty good. Careful, Donnie. Bottom lane. Adamson. Find him with his form. Okay. This tower is gonna be harassed slowly by the liquid fire. Not too hard to stop, honestly. There's Jakiro, but nobody's rotating, so the tier 1 will fall in favor of Clavis now. He'll beat Y in a terrible position. They're not going to find him by chance. The Alchemist, though, they see the stacks he was making. The Nyx Assassin has Bicarpus. Doesn't even need to use the Impale first, but we'll use it now anyway. Last word. Hitting Stormer. And with the Arcane Curse, he's slow too far. This Alchemist is sure to fall. Reaper Sight barely clips him. He's out of range. And that's going to be an Alchemist then. 33 seconds without him. Clavis Aurea starting out pretty nicely, but Adamson sees Donnie and says, hey, this seems like a valuable kill. Spikecarp is still on, but he perfectly times it, and there goes your Spikecarpus Nyx Assassin. As Clavis started to take some of the stacks made for the Alchemist, everyone's going to TP immediately. Slithering Crush wasted by Cupid, and the only thing surviving there, blue, or left there, blue, will just make out of there walking. Now the Alchemist joins the top lane. Nope, nothing to be done. Oh, careful, Weaver. He's been stunned out. Adamson fights against Donnie, has a Shikuchi. Now I want to continue this. All these constant aggression that doesn't actually mean anything. Really afraid to go up against the Silencer anyway. Let's look at the supports, by the way. What levels are they? 5-5 for Visage and the Slardar, so a bit above for them. Actually, no, level 6 already for the Silencer. Well, they've concentrated a lot of experience on him, while the Jakiro himself stayed at level 4. Here in the bottom lane, huh? In they go. Start attacking the tower. As with the mid lane, Donnie, who walks close to the acid spray. The sentry and the observer ward around him. Donnie gonna still stun out the Alchemist, but they know that he was there, so it's fine. They just didn't choose to attack him. Ascendancy in the top lane. That's the objective. Slithering Crush. Will it find him? No, he canceled that second. Good global silence, stopping the Slithering Crush from happening. Last word without trigger. The Slaughter cannot do anything. He's gonna be flattened out like the poor fish he is. Slaughter goes down first, but Kidaro cooked up in that Yonosum Fan Flames, and now they go for Phantom Lancer, but the Reaper Sight stops Yonosum Fan from fully dragging away. That's the cat dead, with the Weaver surviving. Now against Nodo, a single 1-versus-1 fight, but Adamson not wanting to fight against that immense amount of healing is happy with the 2 kills they grabbed. It was support for support, and then later on a carry for an offlaner, still beneficial for LeftOneTV, as they also disrupt the Phantom Lancer's farm without breaking much of a sweat, except for losing one person. Ends up being okay then. Now we hear a chemical. Yep, there's the unstable concoction. Hits the Jakiro in the face. The Jakiro is down. Easy kill for LeftOneTV. One more Jakiro dead, and Stormer with 6k net worth lead. No, sorry, 6k net worth, not lead. Starting to look a bit stronger and stronger. Nodo not being chased down. Those familiars find him. Nodo, where are you going to? They're gonna find him. Goodbye, Mr. No. The Ghost Shroud giving him a bit more seconds of life. He's gonna be burned alive. As the Alchemist himself continues with his farming. It's 12 minutes in, he still has no radiance. What? How dare he, Alchemist? How do you farm so slow? No, I'm kidding. Stormer doing a pretty decent job, frankly. He's halfway through to his radiance with a GPM of over almost 600. Minute 12. Despite being forced out of his lane and going to the jungle, this is insane. That for a hero like Alchemist is not as much. That's pretty crazy. No, Nyx Assassin. There he comes. That's the amplified damage. Sorry, Corrosive Haze. Now with a swarm. Try to take it away. Adamson can just kill him like 4 hits. And Spike Carpus already got wasted. Donnie, what are you doing fighting alone against the Weaver? The Impale stops him, and the Unstable Concoction stops the Silencer for right on his track. Stormstormer walks away. There's Adamson. Goes for Donnie. Reaper Sight does not kill Stormstormer. He survives. Armlet can still be toggled here to survive. And Kidaro goes off a bit too far. Right in the wolf's mouth. He wants to kill Cupid. Will he be successful in doing so? Familiars are following him. Cupid using trees for vision. Slithering Crush. And out of nowhere, he gets stunned out. It's gonna be Clavis Aurea losing a silencer immediately. And Adamson wants to go for more. He sees Moto, but of course, the amplified damage has just served its time. They're out of damage here. They're gonna just continue to attack this as Johnson Fan. Oh, creep skipping. I like it. Creep skipping. Screw that lane that I should be taking. Well, actually, that's not technically creep skipping. Donnie. And Stalin Spike Carpus, the Impale as well. Too long a stun. Johnson Fan did not measure his options well. Donnie is getting burned alive here, but it's not gonna be enough damage to actually kill him. Ascendancy also took a decent amount of damage to the Firefly. I mean, it's maxed out, but yeah, there's only so much you can do as a Bat Rider. However, we are seeing some stacks that created some space. Oh, very nice ward. You have to cut down the street to see it. They know that that has been warded. Yep. Unless they're unless they doubt their own stacking ability, they're pretty sure that has been warded. At least Stormer still gets the gold from the lane. We'll see another lane coming in. Stormer's like, whoa, hey, I got 28 extra gold. I should keep my max bonus up. More 28, more 28. That's like 1 extra creep. Let's see if we can keep it up. 2 extra creeps. And that it's not gonna be 3, but it's 2 and like 3/4 more or less. That's a lot of extra gold for the Alchemist. It's kind of insane how fast this guy can farm. He's gonna get a Radiance at a good timing as well. Now, there's Blue. Being harassed. He just killed Johnson Fan. Kidaro. Very happy with that kill. And Johnson Fan, gonna search for something as they kill Blue immediately. Weaver's been silenced. That global silence a bit too late, I would say, as Blue is already dead. They still want to kill Donnie, but they have no way of seeing him. He was just trusting a bit too much in that amplified damage to see Donnie, I think. Instead, it's gonna be a tower trade. The most useless tower in the game with the second most useless tower in the game. At least that's what they think, because Donnie is just kind of hanging about, ready for the Impale. And comes the Silencer. Ooh, he was a bit too greedy. The Vendetta hit, but the Impale did not. They can't stop him. There comes the Familiars, stunning everyone in the area. Adamson gets Toshikuchi himself away. Do they have a way to see him? They don't. Spike Carpus here trying to stun him, but the Swarm actually misses him. They try to go for the Familiars as Adamson is being harassed in the backlines. The Familiars will not die as Visage resummons them. And allows LeftOneTV to come without engagement unscathed, but without a tower to their name. Scan. It takes them. It's like, well, I think they're here, and yes, they were. Nyx Assassin was around. Oh no, Phantom Lancer in a bad position in the enemy jungle. Gonna be sliced and diced with ease, with the Familiars following him through, making sure that he can't get away from that. Are you gonna clear these illusions? Yes, you will. Oh no, never mind. Huh. I used to. No, that's my bad. I thought it worked on illusions. It does not. Not either from illusions, but neither on illusions. Oh, Hobie White actually gets a kill on blue. Where's okay, well, that's an easy kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Bad Rider sees Donnie. Pushes him back. Donnie lost Spike Carpus. There's the lasso. Bring back into the fire. Let's burn you up real good. I want to make sure you taste nice. Donnie thus use the Spike Carpus. And away he goes. With one hero still chasing after him by the name of Slaughter. The Slithering Crush should be possible. Amplified damage. One more hit for the Spike Carpus. He predicted it. However, the Slaughter might have sacrificed himself regardless. The greed. The greed is his capital sin. And he will burn for all hell. For all eternity in hell. For trying to commit that kill. Certainly deserved. And now, Stormer has to run away. Oh, careful, they hold this 20%. He's dead. Even turned off his radius and not be seen, I think, was the idea. I don't know. Oh, not to get stunned by the Spike Carpus if Nyx is around, I suppose. The acid spray was around anyway. It's really hard as Alchemist to deal with the Nyx, to be honest. And nope, there it is. That's Nyx Assassin going down immediately. Careful. Why? Keep you away. The chainmail to his name. Ascendancy, clever. Or careful, sorry. As a lasso's ready for you. But they don't have any follow-up, so they can't. I mean, they could commit the lasso, I suppose, but they don't want to just use it for nothing. Ooh, Slithering Crush. This time will not hit. Amplified damage is called immediately by a doppelganger. Now they have to save him. Cube again, putting himself in harm's way. Luckily, this time he won't go down, but he's already out of mana. Oof. The bottom lane, meanwhile, let's see Blue and see a potential kill. Familiar number 1 stuns the ground. Familiar number 2 stuns as well. Unstable Concoction, making sure Blue does not go anywhere but his own coffin. Just how he was going to be sent home today. Now the Slaughter with a smoke in place. I look for more. Oh. Visage has actually been trying to build a medallion, but it's a bit late on it, to be honest. It's actually really farmed. The Slaughter at least got his Blink Dagger, so he has the utility he needs this game. Okay, Slaughter realized that there's probably somebody around here. Thinking all this place. They're like, ah, Clavis, Clavis, Clavis. I think he's here. He's here. No, he's here. He's hard. Hard to guess. At least this time the Alchemist keeps on farming, so I think they're pretty happy with the situation. He's very close to getting his Yasha, very close to getting the Manta style. He's able to get a Manta style. I mean, Armlet, Radiance, Trowel Boots, and Manta style around minute 20-ish. Pretty insane, honestly. An anti-mage standard timing for Manta style is Battle Fury plus Manta style plus Dreads at minute 20. Well, standard. That's good timing. That's a good time. Which is considerably less than what the Radiance Armlet actually provides. Even got Travel Boots as well. You know, it's not even comparable. The Alchemist just farms way, way too quick. Johnny is just kind of scouting out. Vendetta lost away. This shows the lack of kills that Clavis Aurea has been able to find. You know, even those Vendettas just used preemptively, just trying to see if they can find anyone in a bad position. Because they do need to kill that Alchemist, but they don't know where the Stormers' farming patterns are. Especially what they don't know is the Weaver has been accompanying him every step of the way, making it very hard for them to deal with this. Alchemist, careful. Spike Carpus to stun him. They found him. Ice Path as well. They have it. The Impale. Now the Ice Path. And the perfect chain stun with a global silence, but he's still healing up a lot. He could still fight this if they wanted to from behind. The Weaver comes in. She's still silenced. Now rooted down. They want to kill Nodo. Cupid. A second amplified damage so the Weaver can kill him. Now the Diffusal Blade. And that's a dead Necrophos with Cupid surviving the Phantom Lancer Assault, ensuring to stun him as soon as he gets out of the Doppelganger. Ascendancy, next target of aggression. They found him with the amplified damage and the lasso. Ascendancy's dead. That's the perfect target. Now Blue, and they stopping him down. Great Diffusal Blade usage. Blue is also dead. Kidaru trying to get a kill on the Batrider at the very least, but he's not going to be successful. The magic stick is still up, and the Batrider will survive as Kidaru does not share the same luck. Clavis, Aurea fall down like flies, while LeftOneTV happily counter-initiate an engagement that they had no business winning. Very, very well played. And this, they take down Aegis of the Immortal now for LeftOneTV. They're gonna go for more. Oh, there's the Macropire from the Jakiro. Not gonna be too successful. As well, I mean, they zone him out, but that's pretty much it. Adamson is able to just keep on attacking this tower. A tower which is paused 3 mins or something to say. Well, with this, Clavis Aurea, they got time to think of a strategy. I actually don't know why they paused a sec. 3 mins or something. It doesn't really say why. Whatever. Well, I'm sorry, not Clavis Aurea, LeftOneTV. But Clavis Aurea now have a chance to really think about the strategy. What do you really want to do? That's the question. Well, on one hand, you have a good amount of sustain in your lineup, right? You have a good amount of tankability in it, but a lack of damage that's very apparent. The Phantom Lancer just doesn't deal enough if they catch him in the wrong time. So Necrophos needs to be a bit more relevant, but that build he went for is just not enough. He's more of a utility Necrophos than an actual Necrophos that can kill your whole team. And that's what you're looking for. You want a Necrophos that can destroy your whole team. And they're just not getting that at all. The pause will soon resume, and we'll see how they try to deal with this Alchemist who's very close to getting the Manta style. Another thing they have to deal with as well, they haven't really considered, is the fact that they're not able to outpush the lanes that easily. They have a decent amount of high ground defense in the form of Nyx Assassin and Jakiro, and to some degree as well the Silencer has Global Silence, makes it easy to counter initiate in the high ground, but they don't really have much to outpush the lanes. And you're up against a Bat Rider who can also push lanes pretty quickly with his fairly quickly with his Firefly. The Alchemist, of course, and the Weaver himself, which is actually a pretty good strong damage dealer against towers if you force him to, right? You can just go for Desolator. With this, yep, want to see what happens to the Silencer, because he just sounded a Bat Rider. I don't think this is too great for him. You want some fun and be able to survive this. I mean, they have a Haste Rune. Oh, no, never mind. He deals with way too much damage. Bat Rider trying to use the tree to his advantage, but the Haste Rune is too effective. Kidaura at least will be stunned out. Got the kill on the Bat Rider. He's more than happy to die here. I mean, they punished him way too late. They even purged away that Haste Rune with a Diffusal Blade. Don't know, man. Don't know. Seems like losing your Bat Rider for the Silencer, especially when the Silencer gets extra intelligence. I mean, look, he's already graduated preschool, or grade school, I suppose. He's in high school now. His hormones are going wild. Nice. And now, as they push a bit in the top lane, the Alchemist looking to intercept him. No Chemical Rage, though. That's a bit dangerous to fight here, frankly. Team Scoop is pretty confident. They don't know there's a Nyx Assassin here, but they do know there's a Jakiro. They find him perfectly with the amplified damage. Blue is screwed. Whoa, one single punch from the Alchemist and Blue is down. Imagine if you can punch a dragon. And with this, we'll start pushing LeftOneTV. Start to attack the tower here in the top lane. As the Alchemist monsters put a bit of pressure here. With a Chemical Rage, pretty hard to, destroy them entirely. And they hit pretty fast as well. They can just, clear these waves easily. Well, maybe not one, but two. Regardless, the Monster Style is going to be already pretty useful. He's going to get an Octarine Core very soon as well. There's the Acid Spray. Keep up the farm on Stormer. As they take a tower in the top lane, tier 2, that will fall to him. With Solar Crest, actually even easier because the Visage ensures that he doesn't take too much damage either if the tower does decide to hit him. You shouldn't really not be Solar Cresting your Alchemist, though. You should be Solar Cresting the creeps to add more. I'm surprised that I'm not doing this, really. I mean, come on, Hobby, why? Solar Crest the creeps for extra damage, or for extra tower damage. At the bottom lane, they go for Ascendancy. They know exactly where he is. The Swarm is taken away thanks to the illusion. Stormer still wanting to attack, and they don't know which one's the real one. These are stun the illusions instead. Ascendancy running away. Tail between his legs. I mean, he might still... Well, they might still catch him out. The Slaughter's pretty confident, but Cube has... Well, yeah, he has one more second to the sprint. It took him quite a while anyway. Meanwhile, Bad Rider in the top lane sees Blue, says, hey, let's burn him up. Lasso, let's start attacking Napalm onto him. He still has the Flame Break as well to bring him back into the fire. He's going to start TP away. Is the damage sufficient? Blue being burned alive, but not enough as the Flame Break is so close to killing him. He eats a Fairy Fire, and woo! It's like he was just putting himself in a rug. You know, he's on fire. Like, guys, help! Help! I'm on fire. And that, of course, happened. And eventually he survived. Sometimes I get really excited when I imagine the voice of the Jakiro being really high-pitched. Now, Ascendancy, Visage is the target. This might have been a bit dangerous, man. The Global Silence came, but they don't care. They don't need spells. They got physical damage. LeftOneTV just took your Phantom Lancer for a ride and ran the other side. LeftOneTV now can push a lane as much as they want to, unless the Phantom Lancer has to buy back. And they'd be able to now push. I mean, you can easily push a tower. Push maybe 2 Rax, threaten Rax perhaps. I mean, the Phantom Lancer is your carry. Necrophos is not be able to do much the whole game. Let's go, sorry, all good, all good. Look at Alchemist. Sees that creep, starts attacking the tower. Slice and dice the tower like it's made out of butter. And if they tell you to stop slicing, tell them they're nutter. Stormer walks in, sees Blue, stuns him out. Blue is so close to dying, and Adamson wants to join in and ensure this kill happens. Now they go for the tower. They already took the Chikiro down, so that's part of their team fight gone. Kidaro has no global silence either, so he can only use last word for silencing. Ooh, the Alchemist is up for Gaze Toss Aegis, so he's more than happy to die here. 35 more seconds to that Aegis to pop. You want to use it soon-ish. No, maybe he knew. They must know. That's a really weird thing to do. I guess the Phantom Lancer's back, so yeah. The Phantom Lancer's back, and he knows that the edge is gonna expire soon, so there's no point. Now, with this, the Aegis is reclaimed, and that's lost for the Alchemist, but at least the next Roshan will come with a very, very valuable cheese. It'll still be used by the Weaver, perhaps. A Weaver who has now surpassed the Phantom Lancer in terms of farm, with a simple Dragon Lance and the Physical Blade, not going for a BKB. Well, in terms of net worth, not really farm. Ascendancy, trying to complete that Manta style, but it being a bit late about. That lack of Manta style also makes it very hard for Ascendancy to really get rid of all these slows and annoyances the enemy team is putting up. You know, the Manta style would be great to stop, like, Grave Chill, for example, or Amplify Damage, ones of those things. Right now, you're only relying on Doppelganger as your best ability. That's not the best choice all the time. Now, Donnie, careful. No, he's just scouting out. LTV has no clue where he is. A Stormer already walks in. They want to take the last tier 2 and ensure they can threaten Mega Creeps. Seems like the right choice anyway. I would wait for Roshan, though, because you have the huge Roshan advantage anyway. No point in not going for Roshan. Look at those familiars hit. And immediately get back to their damage. There it is. Damage is back. Oh no. Did they screw over the Necrophos? No. Stunned out 2 times. Forced to use the Ghost Shard. Where's the Weaver? Good Spike Carpus. Now the Ice Path. The Impale stacked upon it. Stormer is gonna have to back out. The Weaver decided to go for the tower. So close. Talent's used. And that tower is 20 HP away from dying. The Alchemist just wants to take it, but they're not letting him go for it. The Alchemist getting stunned himself by the Spike Carpus could not turn the Radiance off in time. Octarine Core healing him back up though, plus the chemical range as well. They end up denying the tower, knowing the Alchemist was gonna take it anyway, so they just delayed the impossible. They delayed the inevitable. And eventually took the best out of it. I think it was the right choice here. LeftOneTV knew that this was going to happen. But, you know, they had to try anyway. There was no win scenario for them. kill the Weaver. There's the Global Silence. Kidaro out of armor. Can they kill him in time though? Weaver from behind. Kidaro. We're gonna see the Gemini attack, but that's not enough. In fact, Visage is gonna get destroyed with Reaper Scythe. That is the best use of Grave Slow I've ever seen, saving him entirely from the damage. Now the stuns coming out. Necrophos will regret having to gone for the Visage instead. The Ice Path trying to save him. The Impale as well, but he's still taking damage from the Radiance and from all the other sources like the Firefly around. Nono is so low on HP, eventually killed. He's gonna go down together with a Silencer. Cupid running in with a sprint, trying to stop Blue, but the Familiars will get there first. Blue, with the amplified damage, can't go anywhere. They're gonna get the kill easily. The damage is sufficient. Clavis Aurea lose 3 there, and if the Roshan respawns anytime soon, might be giving out a free Roshan. But right now, LeftOneTV seems to want to keep on pushing this. Yeah, even have a gem on Stormer to help him out a bit. He can start building up some eggs, some nice eggs here. Obviously, first eggs is to start. No. First eggs is definitely, in this case, I would say to the Weaver. For the Weaver Alchemist combination is really nice. Or to the Visage. For the 3 Familiars. Sadly, the Slaughter doesn't get any eggs up but you do. He's the only hero that really can't really do much about it. Adamson taking down a couple of those dragons. Goes for Stormer. Starts attacking. So much damage from those illusions. Radiance though, ensuring that Ascendancy has a hard time taking out the Alchemist. There's the Impale. Alchemist gonna end up going down. Stormer found out in a bad position and punished for it. Clavis Aurea very happy about the skill. Very, very happy with this. As they're able to take down an Alchemist and stop us farming even further, so that's go on some fun with a potential 4-step. A 3-12 is the score with a 20k lead from the Alchemist, but the Weaver is also really far up. So it's not like this 20k lead is a fake lead that usually Alchemist creates. In this case, they're not relying solely on him. In fact, I would say Adamson has been equally a member of this team, very valuable. In the mid lane, the Global Silence is committed as the Bat Rider uses his BKB to get rid of it. Last almost killed Ascendancy. They had no follow-up because of that silence. Very good Global Silence. Of course, the Alchemist was dead, so they really rely on the Alchemist or the Weaver damage if the silence comes out. They have nothing else, no stuns or anything else. Oh. Okay, they have high damage. Going in, is that the plan? They already stopped Yellowstone Cloud. He's been rooted, Ice Path and destroyed. Clavis, get 1 kill and want to go for more. Cupid, careful. There they go. He'll beat White, take away his Glimmer Cape, could use each other familiars there, but Phantom Lance will continue this. Stormer now going for Donnie. He's like the best Taurus. Ascendancy now stuck here. They let Hovey Y. Great stun. Hovey Y somehow surviving, but finally getting destroyed by the Spirit Lance. Meanwhile, in the backlines, Nodo manages to TP away, as does the Necro. Well, everyone just kind of walks away. Ascendancy, though, has been left here to die. The Swarm might just catch him, giving him vision. That's perfect. They know where Ascendancy is. They have to stun him immediately. He evades a stun. Ascendancy going for the slaughter. He wants to make sushi out of him. He's going to accomplish it. He's been silenced. The silence is going to end up getting the kill, but Stormer just trying to destroy Ascendancy, not knowing which one's the real one. They finally find him with that unstable concoction. A second or a third doppelganger here in this team fight. Ascendancy still alive, just barely, will end up dying to the Alchemist, trying to do some illusion tactics. Now the Silencer dies with him, leaving the jump in the high ground exactly where they can find. The Assassin tries to recover it, and won't have it. And this is time to go for the Roshan. It's perfect. The Battler grabs the gem. Might see Donnie now. Might see Donnie, does see Donnie. Let's go. Blink dagger in 6 seconds. Donnie running away as fast as he can. They know exactly where he is. Stormer walking around, but the Radiance will stun him. Donnie walks back to bail him, but he's so slow because of sticking napalm. That was not the choice. He tries to stick away from him with the Yule Scepter, but Donnie is forced to TP away. Can they stun him? Yeah, unstable concoction is here. Goodbye, Donnie. Goodbye. That's gonna be a Roshan taken. A Roshan taken by LeftOneTV. It's all requested up, and the amplified damage as well. LeftOneTV will be taking the hardest monster to destroy in the Dota game. And with it, it's delicious, delicious cheese. I always wonder what kind of cheese Roshan will be taking. I would definitely take some French one. I think it'd be quite tasty. Especially because, you know, the smaller the cheese, the more it revives you. Oh, as old saying in French goes. Which is actually about people's feet. Oh well. As they say, bon voyage towers. LeftOneTV continue going forward, trying to take these structures. Adamson starts hitting it. They have good sustained push. Actually, they don't really need that. The first Aghanim's already here. Who's the Aghanim's going to be for? It's the Visage or the Weaver. Are you gonna go for the lulls and give it to the Batrider? No, it's Weaver. Okay, no lulls. Oh wait, no, he doesn't even have the Aghanims yet. It's coming on the courier. Okay, all right, we'll still see. As the Macropyre pushes them away from the base, Stormer continues to attack and hopefully survive. There it is, Aghanims for Adamson. No surprise there. Weaver now able to time-lapse the Alchemist to get him back to full health because they have to burst this guy down and this monster will revive. Thanks to that Chemical Rage, and now we finally see an Aghanim's as well, and the Phantom Lancer being able to clear illusions. Look at the Alchemist go! They stun him for a while, but they save him, and now the BKB is activated, and Stormer's ready to fight. No Chemical Rage, but he starts hitting the tower anyways. That Acid Spray, ensuring nobody can come near him. Donnie at least get the stun out with his Spike Carpus. Here comes the Impale, the Ice Path misses, and there's no Impale to stop him. Another route for the Weaver, has no time for the Aegis is still available. Adamson uses the BKB, beautiful stun into 2. That wasn't even meant to happen. Donnie manages to get away just by accident. There's the lasso, fighting him exactly. He's BKB'd up, so the Ice Path won't do anything to the Batrider. And they killed 2 already. That's a part of the team fight that they have. Phantom Lancer's only damage, and the illusions continue to attack Stormer, but he can heal back up. He still has the time, let's not forget it, they attack him too far. He doesn't really need that much mana anyway. There's the Weaver, he's out of time left, but the Aegis is lost immediately. No, stuck in the middle of this fight by the Familiars. The Ice Path actually finds the Weaver in the middle of Macropyre. Where's the time lapse? They can't use it! Reaper Scythe takes her soul away, and Weaver's dead for 100 seconds. Got cocky, got the Aghanims, thought, 14-second cooldown, I'm pretty much invincible. Turns out you're not, bitch, says Necrophos as he Reaper Scythe her life away. He's going for Radiance as well to try to get a bit more of that power in on the Necrophos. Ensure that he can be a much more relevant target in the team fights, not just a simple Rod of Atos Solar Crest user. Just been absolutely doing nothing this game. Because Necrophos has been pretty much what you saw. Walk in Reaper Scythe, and of course, occasional Rod of Atos route, which forces BKBs. Now it's becoming really useful, so I'm gonna have to swallow my words, because that was a great BKB forcing. Regardless, we're gonna start seeing some Ags more from the Alchemist as well, increasing the net worth of a couple other people. The Visage Ags is something I'm looking forward to. A lot of damage you're adding to that. Of course, Slaughter Ags is unbeatable this game, but I think he's just delaying it for the late. As you guys know, it increases sprint by doubles the speed of sprint. Slaughter Ags, very well known Aghanim Scepter, oftenly picked up by a lot of people. Nah, I'm fucking with you guys. It doesn't do anything. I just love seeing an Alchemist picked up when there's a Slaughter up or some other hero with that Ags up, because you don't really know what to do. Now, Visage, take away Gravecore's cloak. In comes the Slaughter, 4 stabs him forward and saves him for the Macropyre. In comes the Familiars. Can they save Hubby Y? Probably not, but the lasso actually comes out anyway. From behind, where they push him away. There's the Necrophos stuck in the fire. Fire and flames through him. He has to go. Johnson fan making sure it's not a failed Dragon Force song. Gonna take down Necrophos. And Familiars walking forward, trying to find someone out of position. Jakiro seems to be the target. Look at those Familiars tear through Jakiro, making the dragon go back to extinction status. LeftOneTV now take 2 kills, pretty valuable when they do lose the Visage, but his Familiars are still up, so that's what matters about the Visage. The hero itself is kind of useless. However, they did lose the Aegis earlier. Could still have... Oh no, they lost the Aegis and the cheese. Alright, well, that's a lot. That's a lot of loss last team fight. Assuming Weaver used the cheese earlier, or maybe it was given to the Alchemist. I actually kind of missed that, but that's not really important. They don't have it anymore, and with that, they're not that confident to attack, and 25k net worth lead is good. Of course, when it's this point in the game, it doesn't mean as much, and any second that the enemy team tries to get you lose a lot of gold because of your insane net worth, especially the Alchemist. That's why he's not directly going for some more expensive items like he usually would, but rather upgrading everyone else in his team, because he needs to not be the sole force that drives this car that is LeftOneTV. It's definitely the right choice here, as the Weaver herself is also getting other ways to deal with Clavis Aurea. Lincoln's being the next item. I mean, I guess you stop Spirit Lance and Reaper Scythe. I'm assuming it's mainly for the Reaper Scythe. He got really mad about that last team. Like, nah, I'm not getting Reaper Scythe again. They don't have any ways to really stop it, because the Mana Burn does... Okay, the Mana Burn stops it, 5-second cooldown's not bad. So does Last Word, but that is a really good spell for Lincolns to block anyway. And I guess the Spirit Lance. To be honest though, I don't actually know the interaction once Spirit Lance bounces. Does it block Lincolns? Is it not? Since it's a new thing, we haven't really seen it too often. I know it will block the Spirit Lance once it hits you, but it will still bounce around, similar to Chain Frost. Now, in the mid lane, the Macropyre again to push him away. I like to use this Macropyre freely, you know, just create a sea of flames whenever the enemy team is around. Make sure that nobody takes down the Rex or even comes close to them. I mean, they don't have that much initiation, really relying on the Slardar themselves and the Batter. So 2 blinkers means that they have a very limited range, which Macropyre deals with very well. Stormer very close to. Look at him! Aye, please, leave my mana alone. Come on, just stop multiplying yourselves. Why? There's even more Phantom Lancers now. It's impossible to get rid of them. Reaper Scythe actually hits Adamson, but somehow survives. I think he had the BKB activated before the Reaper Scythe. And there goes the Bad Rider. Sees a Nyx Assassin, and they want some roasted bug for dinner. They might have it. Donnie is immediately decimated by LeftOneTV. Look how quickly he went down. Adamson just being harassed in the bottom lane, but not quite destroy Cube here. Spirit Lance stopping and slowing and Slither and Crush. Also stopping Phantom Lancer from falling through. With a great Ice Bath, making sure that nobody can take these racks. Now the Glyph committed. Stormer doesn't know really what to do. Wants to continue fighting. BKB active, but that's a Glyph still on. The Macropyre comes out, and Stormer finally takes the racks and walks away. Oh, VY will not be so lucky. Stormer is thinking of fighting against illusions. Very bad idea. Lotus Orb will help him, but a Lotus Orb will not save him. Slither and Crush maybe might. No. That's not going to be enough either. The healing is just not sufficient. This Alchemist got decimated there by the amount of people just swarming through him, attacking him at all sides. Bad Rider tries to take a ward. It might not be the best time to take out a ward and lose your gem. Jonathan fan, please. He's been slowed down to oblivion. Doppelganger falling through, and the Spirit Lance. The gem is on the ground. Ascendancy just got it. That means no more seeing the Nyx Assassin in this team fights. Now Kadara though in the bottom lane. The Familiars are aiming for this kill, or no, they're not. They're just kind of watching because they're gonna just die to the poor Arcane Curse. Well, with this Clavis Aurea actually gets slightly back into the game. 21k lead with an Alchemist enemy team. Not that bad, frankly. But you killed the Weaver even in that engagement. A Weaver is going for MKB. Is there some sort of plants? Nope, no Butterfly on the Phantom Lancer. Solar Crest at least on the Necrophos. Perhaps that's the reason why the MKB. And the Radiance, yeah. Radiance and Solar Crest, I can only imagine. Asian plus mischance. Bit annoying. Oh. There, they find one. Root him down. Can they kill the Familiars? No. Okay. What are they going to give the eggs also to the not the Jakiro, the Visage, of course. That's also pretty important. He already has it. Now the question is, when does he get his 3rd Familiar? That's going to add so much damage in team fights. And Alchemist has already long time ago been level 25. So is the Weaver. We haven't really talked about these talents, honestly, but yeah, both go for the most typical talents, extra movement speed and the -5 armor. Usually you see a couple of the lifesteal ones if you want Alchemist to be the center of your strategy, but in a minus armor strategy, it makes sense they go for this instead. Go Familiars, go! Be free! Oh, no, they're gonna be free in death. That's unfortunate. Familiar number 2 at least will survive. You have to just resummon him. I think they're waiting just for the Agnes here. There it is, the Agnes for a second there, it seems like it was going to give it to the Slardar. Now, 3 Familiars roam the skies. That's a bit more damage, in addition to a 3rd stun. That's a good chain of stuns, actually. Each stun is what? Oh, actually, oh, 1.25 seconds. Yeah, so that'll be 3.75 seconds. That's a level 1 RP. That's a level 1 RP out of just 3 Familiars that you can chain perfectly. That's not bad. Honestly, it doesn't take that much skill just to tap between them. You get a 1.25 seconds to tap between them. Press Q. Pretty good. You've practiced enough, of course. The whole VY is expert. Now, with the smoke, will this be successful? Going from the low ground to the high ground, never a good idea. And now Adamson has actually been hit with a dust. No, just the Arcane Curse. As the Familiars, okay, this is what they're gonna do with it. Split push, Rat Dota style. Why actually kill heroes? We can just kill buildings. They're using their flying capabilities to just use the trees to their advantage. The Impale will find them. They can't actually kill them. And unpassable terrain. There's the courier used for this. Familiars trying to heal up, but one is already dead. While they're wasting all this time, though, they should be pushing, right? But no, Familiar 2 is dead, Familiar 3 is dead as well. They're all more Familiars for this team fight. What a great use of the axe. 60 seconds. Alchemist, can he use an unstable concoction? Probably not. Stormer stuns himself. Ascendancy sees an opening. Wants to attack him. Forced him to save him. Cube him, giving him a bit of space. But with a Lotus Orb, it might not be enough. The Ice Bath got him locked down. He has a big KB still. Has to use it. Chemical Rage as well. Starts fighting. Stormer is not good enough. But here's the Slithering Crush. Stopping Ascendancy. The last one as well. And they might find him. He's disarmed the 4 Phantomizers. Stunning him out. Ascendancy. Ooh. That last doppelganger. That last doppelganger ensures he can continue the chase. LVY will not die thanks to unstable concoction saving him. Stormer though is out of mana and his solutions are not doing anything. Ascendancy just following after the Chemical Rage. Alchemist Not quite killing him. Stun down. The Reaper side will finally come down and destroy this poor fella as Adamson is just walking around. I mean, they took down the Rex at the bottom lane. That's what Weaver did. I can only presume. But Clavis Aurea take down a couple kills as a result. He also got killed the Jakir with a sword. That's pretty good. But as a result, LeftOneTV still lose the Alchemist, which is pretty huge. And they don't take the tower in the top lane, which is what they were aiming for to begin with as well. At least they do have 2 lanes of Rags. At least, well, one in almost the second one. LeftOneTV will start to take down the Roshan with the Visages. Familiars coming in. Wow, that Roshan melts. I mean, I guess you could just use Familiars to try to take this tower up top. 560 HP, I think that there's more enough. Yeah, you can take the range Rax and the power with the Familiars. Okay, Cube. Is pretty hopeful about that Slithering Crush. Really work out. Is he going for... Is that E-Blade for him? Or is... Nah, he's just trolling the cat. Yeah, there's gonna be a butterfly for Ascendancy though. Good thing the Weaver's prepared and already bought the MKB. Always not the wisest of choices, to be honest, to build a butterfly against an MKB, but hey, no, you're a hero. They're the Familiars plus the Weaver. Take down a tower. The split push continues. Adamson walks away. Don't find her. They have a gem though, but can't use it because the gem is on silencer. Very, very slow hero. Instead, again, the hunt from Familiars starts. The Familiars, by the way, just kill the courier. They're so annoying. Just murder it. There it is. Murder it. Look at it. Hey, the Familiars thought of it for a second. Tried not to. Meanwhile, there's a team fight going on as the Familiar hunt is happening. Oh, what? Adamson actually pushing this tower down with the BKB. Gonna shoot the distraction. However, he's gonna be cooked alive. The age is taken away from him. He might still be able to survive this. He has a timeless after all. Impaled? Ooh, Reaper Scythe assures that's not gonna be the case. He did take the Rax though before he died. So I would say that's still beneficial for you. You have a buyback on the Weaver, even if you're down for 120 seconds. That's all the melee Rax gone. And the middle range Rax also died as a result because, you know, they just pushed it a bit. It's not that hard to take that one. 100 HP. Only one range Rax left. How hard can it be to take it? You still have the Visage Familiars helping you out anyway. And the last Ags will come out. No, Stormstormer decided no Ags for the Bat Rider. I think when you're playing Bat Rider against a Phantom Lancer, Ags is probably one of the most useless items you can buy because it will just get an illusion by accident. You don't get anything out of it. I guess the damage is okay if you want to add a bit of extra 100 damage to your damage over time, but well, the Ancients fall to Cube. And it's definitely going for E-Blade. I was 100% right about that. Woo! Let's see that E-Blade in action. That Slaughter with what? How much damage is 2 times plus 75? So 94, 188. Yeah, 188 plus 75. 265? 265 magical damage with the E-Blade. That's actually not that bad, but it's definitely a defensive E-Blade for you to stop someone from being destroyed by the Phantom Lancer. Take advantage of the fact that Phantom Lancer abuses the Diffusal Blaze charges in the early game, and thus you can punish him in the late game where he has none of them left, and he can't. Well, you can buy a whole another Diffusal Blade. The only option. Yeah, Ascendancy. Max Johnson fun. There's the big E for Johnson fun. Ascendancy. They can still last him, I suppose. Last him instead of the Nyx Assassin wants to walk down to the low ground. But the Nyx Assassin somewhere, and nope, did not find the right place. In fact, he's gonna go down. Oh, very close. The Phantom Lancer actually juxtaposed himself away. They give him the cheese, and the batter is back again. There's the global silence, but it does not. It cannot be used efficiently. So, third question, 1 second. Ascendancy can be stunned by this double concoction. They got him. The amplified damage. He dispels it immediately. Juxtaposes down, or doppelgangers down to the bottom ground. Takes the courier before he dies, but they found him with a grave chill. Ascendancy is dead. 100 seconds of the Phantom Lancer. And this is different because you're the losing team. You have 1 range Rax. This is definitely going to be a buyback. The Roshan's not up. You don't need it. Just take him. Just take the range Rax. Immediately go run at them. Force the buyback. For now, the top lane, though, the Alchemist, he said even better kill him. No, don't. Why kill 1 if you can kill 2? Screw the Lotus Orb. He doesn't even care. He invaded the Unstable Concoction with a Manta style. That's destroyed Nodo. What a play. What a play. That was actually, he even wasted the last second. Nodo was very confident. You know, he's just staying there. I think I can fight this. Joke's on you. Stormstormer can Manta dodge like Arteezy. Now, then going to the top lane as the range Rex. Gonna be harassed slightly by Adamson. Comes Donnie. Very close by. They have a sentry as well, so you can't trick him with any special tactics. Alchemist, don't forget to turn off your radiance. That could cost you the game. Oh, good time. Saving him. He does the big KB. Go Stormer! Turn gold and destroy these racks! The lasso is not available. They can't use it because they were not in range. But they took the range racks anyway. Now stunning the Alchemist. The Phantom Lancer already popped back. He can't die a second time as NFC wants to get the kill. At least get something out of this. Dynamite has already been destroyed by Cube. Adamson somehow still surviving this whole assault by Ascendancy, and Hovey Y actually gets the kill against Silencer. 2 already dead, but he's fighting versus 4. What are you doing, Hovey Y? Actually, he doesn't seem to care. He doesn't seem to care. He just wanted to get a couple more kills, get more space. Now the Mega Creeps are going to start doing the job for LeftOneTV. The winner, not the winner, sorry. The champions of the losers brackets, LeftOneTV. Not losing to a single soul. Clavis Aurea came 2 rounds ago, and they were pretty impressive. They even beat one person that went down to losers brackets. But LeftOneTV is pretty much living in the losers brackets. They are in the toxic sewers of the Prodota Cup, and they're just not losing. These best of ones are working so well for them. Storm actually going for the X next. Interesting. And just a bit of pushing now to take away the illusions. I guess some annoyance. Try to push these towers down. Very hard to do so though. Have to win another team fight. Probably wait for Roshan. It's still a bit dangerous to fight against a Phantom Lancer, especially a Phantom Lancer that went for the Aghanim's build, because that does allow him to defend against Mega Creeps pretty decently. Earlier in the Prodota Cup, I think it was yesterday, we saw a Phantom Lancer go for a Mjolnir as opposed to the Aghanim Scepter. It was really funny. Did not work out at all. Anyway, to defend against Mega Creeps. Lassos himself, where the Phantom Lancer's coming in. Ascendancy wants to get the kill. Global Silence as well. And he might find the Weaver as a result. Oh no, he's silenced up. 1 more second. Quick time lapse, Adamson! Ooh, surviving just last second. Cube walked in to die. But at least he wasted their time. Actually, no. There's no at least, because there was nothing good about that. The Weaver were surviving anyway, so... at least Cube just came in and showed his face. Whatever. That's really unfortunate. LeftOneTV losing 2 there. That's your 2 initiation. The Mega Creeps are going to start pushing away and start to take these towers now. But it's really hard. Like I said, it's not that easy to just push with the Mega Creeps if you have a Phantom Lancer. I mean, you even have a Necrophos as well, who doesn't deal too badly because he just tank these creeps with the Radiance. They have a lot of ways to actually deal with them. The Impale is pretty decent as well. It's not over yet for Clavis Aurea, and they know it. I mean, they have to fight till the end, otherwise they're gone. They're definitely not getting the prize pool out of the tournament. There's no other choice. Better get his Axe. I think at this point, after the Moonshard, you might as well get an Axe for the Slaughter for the stats, right? E-Blade completed on Slaughter. It's a way to deal with this Phantom Lancer. Might go the Fusion Blade charges. I think it might be pretty good actually to save a teammate out. Sometimes when the Alchemist has been put in the middle of the Macropyre and whatnot, he might cost them more than it actually helps him. But most of the time, if the Phantom Lancer just ran at you and start to hit you with all his illusions, hey, why not? Use the E-Blade. I think is a pretty good pickup. I love going E-Blade on my supports. You know, whenever you don't have anything else to build, like, fuck it, I'll just go on E-Blade. Always useful. Like a Ghost Scepter, but give the Ghost Scepter to an ally. Now, the only thing they need to do here to really win the game is catch out Ascendancy. That's really hard to do, right? He's never going to be out of position. That's the idea, at least. So the only other option is wait for Roshan in the hope that the Aegis and Cheese makes enough of a difference. The Stormer as an Alchemist with his build-up has already become pretty much irrelevant. Even if he's going for the Moonshard. At most he can deal damage to towers, and he deals a bit of damage thanks to the Amplified Damage, or the Corrosive Haze, sorry, and the Weaver's Swarm. That's it. You're not going to destroy the Phantom Lancer in 3 hits like you used to. Alright, fuck the Roshan. Just going to go into the base. And use the Mega Creeps as fodder. Try to destroy the shrines. Make sure the Mega Creeps start hitting something else. At least get a bit of gold out of it as well. I think at this point, why not? Roshan will respond in 3 minutes, so they still have to wait a while. Adamson very close to taking that shrine. They used the last second, like, hey, at least let's take advantage of it. 135 HP left. This is what the battle is resorted to. Shrine takings. Shrine wars! Oh, shrine goes down. Territory is marked. LOTV just pissed all over the enemy team's base. Look at that. LeftOneTV. That reeks. Oh, they're gonna take Stormer down now. Look at the Ice Path. Now the Macropyre. So many illusions. Hitting Stormer is out of mana. They don't deal damage anymore. Adamson forced to use his BKB. And the silence comes out. He can't dispel it. No time lapse right now. No time lapse. Someone save him. Finally he's got it. But he might just be forced to use it beforehand. Great E-Blade. Not saving him from the Reaper's Sight though. Well, there goes their E-Blade. They killed the first Scary, and that's 120 seconds of the Weaver. Now they go for Hubby. Why? This poor Visage solo crested up and destroyed Clavis Aurea, get 2 kills, none of which have buyback. This is not looking good for LeftOneTV. I mean, that's... At least they have the Alchemist to defend, but this game, longer and longer. Maybe you should have waited for the Roshan. Hailstorm now on the silencer, increasing his attack speed a bit and ensuring he can deal with the mega creeps a bit better with a Mjolnir. Phantom Lancer is still very... Tendency still wants to get that butterfly. He's very confident in that ability. Dagon. Mecha Foes pop build. Nice to see. He's confident in the creeps. He just needs a Dagon now to kill heroes. That worked. Reaper decided to skip the Lincolns, by the way, so he'd end up going for Monostyle instead. Not gonna save him from the Reaper Scythe whatsoever. Never mind, they were just aiming for the top lane. I'll wait for Roshan. 40 more seconds till the final engagement that might decide this game. 53 minutes in. Fun fact, LeftOneTV actually knows where I live and apparently not going for very long games. Make sure that my schedule's up. In all honesty, LeftOneTV has not won a single game that was less than 30 minutes long. They don't like winning early games, and 66% of their games have gone past 50 minutes. And actually, no, sorry, past 60. Fun stats, you know. LeftOneTV, no late game winners. And they went for an Alchemist, you know. They even tried to win early. They're like, ah, fuck it, we'll just go late eventually. Alchemist is finally switching up the Battle Alch build. I think that's definitely the right choice. You gave all the Ags you could give. I mean, I guess you're missing the Ags for yourself and for the Slardar, but that's it. They don't only give stats at this point. Not really the actual... You don't really get an Ags. So... That's really all you get. You know what would be interesting? Ags and Alchemist. You just give away all your items. All your items are consumables that you can give to people. And they get a special ability. Just added ability. So cool. Imagine giving someone like butterfly. Now Weaver has 6 butterflies to her person. Alright, Adamson. It's down to Roshan. Who took the cheese? What are you doing? Oh, cheese is still there. Okay. Awesome fun. Takes the cheese again. I think last time we already used it efficiently, so Aegis for Adamson. Now the only thing you got left to do is push, you know, use that Aegis, try to see if someone's out of position. Probably not going to happen because they're not going to get out of their base, and just keep on fighting until you see someone out of position. This, I mean, they're doing their best at pushing out these lanes, but I mean, the air creeps are actually not being that effective at taking these creeps down, frankly. The Phantom Lancer's clearing them way too quickly. That's why you have to force him out. Force him out. You know, force him to use Bear Lance over here. Then go, oh, attack him from all sides. Pincer attack. He has 4k HP. 27 armor. Ridiculous. 62% physical resistance. Compared to the Alchemist, 10 fucking armor. What are you supposed to do with that Alchemist? Not even 2.9. And he is a strength hero. He has less HP than an agility hero. But he has the same HP as Visage does, so that's pretty sad. Alright, top lane. Alchemist, already dead. I would have put more excitement into that, but there was no excitement. He just walked in, Reaper Scythe, and he was gone. Still no Ags in this Necrophos, so I guess you can use that to your advantage. But maybe not. That's just your Alch time. 120 seconds without him. And you still have time for the Roshan. You don't need to buy back. You'd have an extra minute, so wait for your Alch and hope to go again. Clavis Aurea continue to defend against these mega creeps. I can smell it's gonna be a long game. Well, it could be a cool Ags for actual Slardar. Apply corrosive haze in the area. Too strong. That'd be so powerful. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Oh, actually, I heard of the new good one, which is Slithering Crush applies corrosive haze. That's not bad. That's balanced. It's like the same idea, but you have to get close to them. Not as OP. That could work. Agadins, please give him Ags and let's code into the game midday. How hard can it be? Oh, what are you doing, Ascendancy? Alone in this bottom lane. There's Desolate Land. Get the MKB hit. Punish! Yes! Ascendancy punished totally for TPing in front of a Weaver with MKB. But instead they just lose LVY in the back. Really? LeftOneTV, that was your chance. Wasted it. Nobody came to the rescue. They knew the Phantom Lancer was going to survive that. They were very confident about that. Adamson barely tickles now. Hale missing him. Don't kill him. Oh, Spike Carpus here by Donnie. You never predicted that. They're stun the Weaver long enough. Yukuchi lasts 4 seconds. Spike Carpus is 2.8 seconds stun, I believe. 2.4. So, yeah, he could have been stunned for quite a long time. At this point, let's get to the point in the game, which is defend against melee creeps, rinse, repeat. But they can't ever really get out of their base and try to win at the enemy base. I suppose that's when they win. When Clavis like kind of gets cocky, tries to take LTV on near their base and punishes them for it. And sorry, and LeftOneTV punishes them for it. To be honest, I don't see much way you can deal with this Phantom Lancer nowadays though, so I think the only option is split pushing. Maybe I'll buy travel boots. No, not I will buy travel. All of you buy travel boots. Get an Economicon. And just all travel to Economicon once they try to storm your base. You have faster pushing power than a Phantom Lancer. No, with a Weaver. Get Desolator. Okay, no, don't might die here. No Diffusal Blade charges. The third Crush will stop him. And yeah, he's gone. Cupid actually used the E-Blade offensively. I like that. Now the Phantom Lancer. They found him with a lasso. He's dead as well. He has a buyback, but that's fine. They can force it out of him. And they still have the Aegis. This might be time for LeftOneTV to come back into the game. No, sorry, not come back into the game. Win the goddamn game. There's the Alchemist. Starts to hit Kidaro, forcing him, pushing him away. Southern Crush finds him with the E-Blade. They push him back. The Ice Pass doesn't do much. Reaper Scythe committed, and the Slaughter's still alive. Global Silence will not kill him either. Of course not. And Clavis losing the silencer here with the Shivas. Now Blue, the next target of aggression. The Impale stops the Alchemist from hitting him, but there's a toss up on Weaver, who's been last worded up. Really strong Impale. Weaver, can she still survive? Yes, she can. Thanks to the Aegis, the Mare Creep starts to swarm the base, but the Alchemist is already dead. He has a buyback. Will he force it back? Weaver forced away. Adamson cannot fight against his Phantom Lancer. At least they forced his buyback, but they have to kill him again within 6 minutes. Don't know how likely that's gonna be. And meanwhile, from behind, Hovi Wild's like, guys, I got this. I got familiars, and immediately the Phantom Lancer TPs. Fuck you, bird. Impale, and goodbye, familiars. Goodbye, Hovi Y. A Spike Carpet actually somehow stunned everything. That was a bug. That was certainly a bug. That's not supposed to happen. Oh well. Goodbye, Hovi Y. Yep. Birds surviving at the very least. I'm not dealing with them. Oh, no, not surviving. I said the sea found him. They don't even have time to go to stone. Well, Weaver in the bottom lane is still threatening. That's the last shrine. Nope. Yep, that is the last shrine. They're out of stuff in their base to destroy. Their base is bared. Their base is like a 60-year-old woman right now. Got nothing. Has no buildings. Nothing to raise down. It's just creeps coming in and people taking them out. LeftOneTV, all they need to do right now is ensure enough space for the melee creeps to start pushing these structures. There's nothing, to stop them from doing so. Ascendancy. I mean, how many people have trial boots? That's level 2 trial boots. Trial boots level 1. I think you need level 2 on Weaver as well. This could be a kill. I don't know how much damage they would need. They need trial boots level 2 on Slaughter as well. Cube only has the measly trial boots level 1. Not good enough. Oh, that courier. Going to the secret shop. That's a dead courier. That courier was carrying a Scythe of Ice. Yeah, don't give up. The courier's dead, buddy. Give up. Done. I think it was Scythe of Ice for. Actually, I don't know who it was for. Could have been anyone. Necrophos? No, Necrophos. No, but he seems to be going for Shivas. I'm gonna assume it was Necrophos. Seems like the wisest choice. Now, no Aegis, but LeftOneTV. No, the Phantom Lancer has no buyback, so a simple kill on him could pretty much win you the game. That's all they need. They both have buyback. Yep, at this point, Weaver and Alchemist have buyback. Phantom Lancer and Necrophos don't. Neither does the Silencer or the Jakiro. Kill anything and they just can't come back from the ground. But the question is, how do you do that? How do you initiate? You need the battery. You need to, wait for his lasso. Hopefully it's the best lasso you've ever goddamn seen, and it melts your eyes at the pure beauty of the lasso. Stormer, annoyed a bit, but clearing illusions, and those illusions actually not having the easiest time of clearing the mega creeps. I actually don't know how you guys. Oh, Spike Carpet is probably stunned. Alright, goes for the towers. Tier 4 starting to be threatened. The Ice Path misses him, so that's the Impale. Your chance to shine. Impale starting second cooldown, no big deal. 13 seconds if out of the ground, 7 seconds if in the ground. Doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. Why would the Impale? Why would he need less time to prepare the Impale if he's under the ground? It would be harder, right? Because you have to borrow the whole thing. The Phantom Lancer illusions. Taking care of the Americans for now, and it seems like the Roshan might end up being the objective because they can't force this. I mean, if they take Roshan, if Roshan comes in the next minute, 2 minutes, They still have a chance to fight with it, or take the Roshan quickly, go fight, and then kill the Phantom Lancer before he has buyback. And then he'll be dead for like maybe a minute at most without buyback. Necrophos similarly, I mean they all fall in the same boat, but nobody really cares about anyone on the team but Phantom Lancer. He is the main issue right now. Roshan will be back in 7 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Someone check Roshan. Please. They must know what time they took it down. They must think that maybe they're not being lucky today. They could just check. They're keeping the pressure up, making sure the Mayor keeps keep this base pushed out. Just waiting to see if anyone's out of position so they can catch him out. Weaver wasting Shikuchi there. Bicarpus, and again, really annoying against this Alchemist. A double impale as well. Stormer now being hit by the Ice Path. Everything starts going out. It's now the Reaper Scythe, and goodbye. No, they save him. What just saved him there? Time lapse, fantastic. That's Reaper Scythe wasted. No Ags. Is your chance to shine. That's how they won last 2 team fights. But the Chemical Rage just don't line up. 2 more seconds. There it goes. The Weaver will still be given the cheese by the Battler if she very much needs it. And they go. Slithering Crush hits 3. That's pretty impressive. I don't actually know how they even hit them. Okay, well, great Slithering Crush. But they don't follow it up. Adamson evades the Rod of Athos. Thanks to invisibility. Again, LeftOneTV doing as much damage as they can, but these towers are barely being chipped. They're basically intact. Where is this? What is this? These towers aren't even harmed. And nobody is dying. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It's over an hour, and LeftOneTV just can't seem finish up this game. That's all they're lacking. Finishing it up. I just see. Just heard someone eat the cheese, and oh, they burp after the. That's very cool. You can hear the burping of a hero once he eats the cheese. Huh. The weird thing is that all the burping is the same though, so that's weird. They all have different voices, but they didn't record different burps. Oversight, Al. Oversight. Alright. Please check the Roshan. You can take it in minutes. In minutes, and it comes with an Aegis and a cheese. An Aegis, which is very, very useful right now. I mean, what else do you need to farm? Your net worth is ridiculous. It's 35,000. You have enough items to buy the enemy Ancient. Well, I guess let's just play passively, you know? You don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk it. At this point, it's better to just farm up and get your next items, like the Scythe of Vice and Visage. Alright, well, holy shit, this Visage has gotten hit hard. Scythe of Vice, Assault Cuirass, Solar Crest, and the Pipe, you know, for extra protection against Reaper Scythe. That Reaper Scythe barely tickles this man, but he can decimate a team. Obliterate it. You know, some fan trying to go for the Octarine Core as his choice. Onwards they go. Clavis, Aurea still protecting this place as Yawsome Fun. Oh, they know where he is? What? Ah, they have perfect vision of all this area. They're not letting anyone in their zone. Like that character from Hunter and Hunter, you know. Like, see everything as an area and his turn radius. Or anything past. Or like a really drunk policeman. One of the two. Anyway. LeftOneTV. Are they going to be taking down any towers anytime soon? Or at least a Roshan? Or are they just going to keep on farming and putting pressure? Seems like the Roshan is the best idea. He's just standing here wondering why nobody's killing him. Poor Roshan. He's like Mr. Meeseeks. He needs a sweet release of death. It keeps on being revived. Adamson, just go with the goddamn pit! Oh, Jesus. You have an amplified damage. It'll take you less time. It's taking you to push these lanes constantly. And you will get more tries. It's all about having more tries, and you're taking the potential of the enemy team Roshaning. Don't Viper in the old chat. I very much hope Hobbit Y is listening to the cast. Ah, there it is. Oh shit, he's back. Immediately the TP happened, so they were just not aware that this was happening. Okay, they did not record the Roshan time, I can only imagine. Okay, LeftOneTV, come on, take the Roshan. It's gonna be down quickly. Yep. Stormer. She'll be able to take it. No, Aegis, who's it gonna take? Weaver. That seems fair. Cheese also on Weaver. Adamson having a bit of doubts here. Did I take the cheese? Ooh, I really didn't want the extra calorie this month. Give it to the Batrider instead. Dagon, Nyx. It's gone so long that Nyx is a Dagon. How's he even picking that item up? He only has claws. He's on the floor. How does the Dagon stick out? Oh, that would be a great cosmetic. I would love that. Dagon, please someone make it so that once you get Aghanims, the Dagon sticks out of the floor from Nyx. A horn. So you see this little mound of dirt with just like a weird rod sticking out of it. Like someone's been trying to find water, but instead it zaps you and kills you. That's what I want. That's why I play Dota. Alright, I think with the Aegis, I mean the enemy team has buybacks again. That's how long you've taken. So with the Aegis, yeah, right? Like it might be the time. There's a smoke. Alright, let's see how many people they can kill with this smoke, or if any. At all. The Bad Rider is very important that he gets a good lasso here. Stormer, baiting. He's look guys, I'm purple, I'm big, and I'm juicy. Oh, Slithering Crush evaded Doppelganger, amazing. But the lasso finds the Necrophos, it's perfect. The Necrophos dead, no more Reaper Scythe. Global Silence a bit too late. Jakir also dying. They're gonna make ham out of that pig as they proceed to go for some towers. Jonas on Fan with a Firefly all over the place. That's Slardar up in the air with a Yule Scepter. They can kill him with a Reaper Scythe. They're gonna commit it, but Cube surviving. They save on the time lapse. Nona just can't kill him. That Lotus Orb so annoying. Ascendancy has not died yet though. Let's not forget this Phantom Lancer is still the main annoyance for this team. Of EY from behind trying to do something with those familiars, but they've only gotten a kill right now. Oh, a kill in the buyback, sorry. 2 kills in the buyback. Ascendancy. Careful. Takes away all the mana away from Stormstormer, meaning they're trying to save him from being depleted out of mana. Ascendancy might have been a bit too far. Hey, careful, man. They still deal damage to you, not invincible. From behind, the Americans are doing a lot of work. Ascendancy gets stunned out. There's the unstable concoction, but they miss it with the Manta style. You can't evade, and then Lotus Orb anyway. At least they find Nyx Assassin. Great lasso, stopping Donnie. Yule Scepter last second. Adamson uses the BKB. He saw the time left, survives this. Adamson has to walk away. Donnie somehow still alive. Adamson about to go down. Still has the Aegis, no more mod anymore. Reaper Scythe hits OVY right in the face. And this time it doesn't take up, but it destroys. OVY will be left alone here and destroyed. American so close, taking the tower. 60 HP. That's just 1 tier 4. And it's gonna start regenning again. And they back out. LeftOneTV just don't commit to this. They back out. It's like a straight male in his 30s, never committing to anything, always just into different relationships. So terrible. Come on, take the towers. The familiar could have done the work for you, but no, the tower still stands forever like a monument to your incompetence. LeftOneTV. It's been 4 assaults now in this high ground, and you still have not been able to take it, and you had a goddamn Aegis. All right, round number 5. You know what they say, if Mayweather won this way, then I can too. Just hold on, take a beating, and keep putting pressure on your opponent. Now let's see. As another possible, oh no, that's just an invis room. Stormer, already starting out. Wants to, might just find Ascendancy, doesn't know which one's the real one. Immediately, hey, I think that one's real. Alright, the illusions will come in. Can they stop him? So much damage. Weaver takes the tower. Finally, going for more. Reaper side is saving. Global Silence a bit too late. Weaver will survive this. Adamson taken away with Manta style. And the Swarm actually hitting the Nyx Assassin alone. But that's good enough. Donnie, they might be able to kill him. Micropire sticks the Weaver in the middle of it. Now they kill the Banner as well. 2 down. 3 as well. The Aegis, though, might see with the Weaver enough to give her time. Nope. There's no time that's even available. Weaver's dead. Twice in a row. At least the tier 4s have fallen. LeftOneTV succeed in their objective of taking those 2 dumb towers, and now you only need to take the throne as well. 92nd Alchemist or Weaver, but they both have buyback, so they'll be fine. At least Slardar is still alive, and so is the Visage. A Visage who is now pretty much a carry. Net worth-wise, Visage is just 5,000 away from the Necrophos. And even though that seems like a lot, at this point in the game, it means nothing. I mean, we have a... Oh, we don't even have a Moonshard on this Phantom Lancer. We just bought Butterfly. Right? Why need boots when you got Butterfly? There's the Moonshard and the Butterfly. Now Phantom Lancer is literally 6 slotted. Alchemist on the other hand, he went for a refresher for extra PKBs, I can only imagine. Mjolnir, and now it's gonna get a Moonshard himself. Start buying Moonshard for other people, like Weaver for example. No, she bought a Moonshard herself as well. Start buying Moonshards for other people at this point. Give one to Slardar, maybe he's... Slardar went for a very much of a utility build, so I doubt it. Octarinkor not complete on Necrophos as well. 72 minutes in, and the game is still going strong. I'll beat Y. I'll beat. What's that? Dagon. That thing even damage him. The Phantom Lancer's sure gonna do the trick though. Ah, Reaper Scythe. Goodbye, Hovit. Well, that's 130 seconds without the Visage. And he doesn't have buyback. That is... In a high-stakes game like this, you know, when every single mistake might be fatal, just being caught out of position there is kind of weird. At least the familiars were trying to... Oops. We're getting a kill? No, they're just dying. Hey, familiars. The Visage was like, hey, I can't feed if I only feed my hero. I need to feed with my familiars as well. Make sure it's a complete feed. Otherwise, what's the point of it? Good choice, good choice. Give more gold to the enemy team. Get them cocky and confident. It's like when you fan up Hansel and Gretel, you know, it's the same thing. You fan the enemy team up and then you roast them under the fire of your firefly. Clever. Hey, Yosef Fan, by the way, is going for that refresher. I mean, at this point, it's only 38-second cooldown of Fling Lasso. It's less than Ice Blast to begin with, but still want to get a double lasso, possibly. 4 people being dragged down by a Bat Rider. That's a sight I like to see. Also gets more Firefly as well. I'm pretty sure he got infinite Firefly. 8 seconds. Duration is 28 seconds. I'm actually not... Yeah, it is infinite Firefly. Okay. Woo! Bat Rider can just keep on using it. Okay, Slaughter. That does hurt him. What? Stormer going alone against 3. Now the batter comes in, lasso onto 2, and they do find the Nyx Assassin, but not Phantom Lancer. Nyx Assassin's at least dead. Doppelganger, and now more illusions are being created. The Bat Rider almost destroyed, but thank God the Alchemist is saved by a time lapse. Yosef Fan still fighting here. Stormer going for Ascendancy. He has a buyback this time. But he can still fight again. Stormer gets destroyed first. Ascendancy somehow still alive. The E-Blade is not enough. Ascendancy surviving. And the Shivas will not catch him. Stormer immediately bites back. But fails to get the kill. And in goes the Weaver for the Ancient Adamson. Unable to get it. Kidara will just push him away. They just forced a buyback from the Alchemist. No buyback from the Phantom Lancer because he didn't even fucking die. And they also lost 3 as a result. And they could not take the throne. They're so desperate, trying to kill something. Oh, Weaver is eliminated with a simple Dagon. Did you not expect the gem on anyone? You saw the silencer. He had the gem. He went for fucking what? Axe? Really? Oh wait, never mind. That's the new axe. I keep thinking it's the old one, which gives everyone Arcane Curse. All right, yeah, the new axe is pretty useful. Okay. Well, this game, I think at 75 minutes in, both teams are tired, but neither team wants to give up their hopes of staying in the Prodota Cup. There's the Alchemist still trying to build up that Moonshard, but that buyback set him back a bit. And farm as quickly. Double gem, 1 for each eye of the courier. Oh, just gives him the wards. No need for the gems. And ow, familiar noob not putting down wards. How dare you? 3 wards in stock. Who does that? No, I'm joking. At this point in the game, vision is really not that relevant. I mean, if you can catch out someone, surely, but chance of Clavis Aurea leaving the base is quite low. With this Hovit Y, with the solo crest, just trying to farm up. What else would you possibly need on a Visage? What else could you possibly need? Moonshard now. The owner, I suppose, deal a bit more damage. I mean, he does have a good amount of intelligence gain, 2.5. Stormer. Oh, what is he preparing for? Absolutely nothing. And a butterfly is going to be the next item for Weaver. No MKBs on the enemy side, so that butterfly will help a bit, actually. I like that butterfly pickup. Mjolnir to deal with the Phantom Lancer, illusions to some degree, MKB, lost the Diffusal Blade and it's useless now. Oh, they stun out the Phantom Lancer. This is perfect. Ascendancy still has a doppelganger, but they can fight him with a lasso. Quick, the silence stops the lasso from happening, and Ascendancy is now gonna keep on fighting this cube. So many Shivas coming out, everybody's golden. Stormer still fighting, trying to kill No, and Ascendancy as well. Everything is going for this Phantom Lancer. The stun will not come out in time. The Alchemist will end up stunning himself. That's gonna cost him his life. Reaper Sight last second and evaded on a time lapse. In comes the Weaver still following through. Adamson being hit by the last one in the square for the Glaze of Wisdom. He's gonna go down. The Alchemist left alone. He has no buyback. He's gonna be stunned out by his own volition. That Unstable Concoction is doing more harm than good. And now he goes for blue. Immediate TP by this Alchemist as he joins in. There's the buyback from the Weaver. He's gonna TP it right again as well. They turn the Silencer into a pig, and they want to collect his ham. They're gonna take him down as well. Nyx Assassin dead for 80 seconds, but buyback immediately from Jakiro and from the Silencer. Only 3 block buyback. There was a Necrophos, Visage, and the Phantom Lancer. Ascendancy, super confident about this. Goes to Stormer, wants to waste his buyback immediately as the concoction hits him though. And a Slithering Crush as well. It's been stacked up. The Shivas, all the damage, pile into Ascendancy, and the final lasso brings him down. And they can't do anything. They're gonna continue fighting. And Yasuo fans still pretty confident, but no refresh just yet. The Dagon is gonna be evaded as the Lotus Orb returns it back to Nodo. This Silencer hurts so hard. Look at Yonason fan. And look at the poor Alchemist almost losing his whole HP. Nodo surviving. Apologies for that. That was out of the excitement. I actually just set in my headphones. The Roshan is now available. Going to be taken quickly. The Solar Crest adding minus armor. Nobody has buyback but a Visage and a Necrophos. And Visage doesn't matter. Necrophos does. I guess Banner could get it very soon. Yeah, Banner hasn't as well. That's pretty good actually. Banner with buyback. That's pretty important. And they go. Now with the Aegis. They're confident. They have to do something. It's the perfect timing. It's a fresh kill on the Phantom Lancer. It's a fresh kill on all the supports. Nyx Assassin, by some miracle of nature, does not have enough gold for buyback. So you have to go now. Any kill you get right now is doubly as important. Well, not now specifically. Oh yeah, you have all your ultimates. Yeah, go ahead. I guess wait for the Chemical Rage and then go. Sorry, I was a bit too apocalyptic about that. Not now, you know, but like in the general vicinity of now. Alright, Chemical Rage is up. Time for the assault to begin. Wait for those creeps now. Okay. So many deterrents, huh? So many obstacles. Okay, creeps are up. Attack! No? Just, TP back to base. That's also an option. Yeah, if you have Agents and Cheese, right, when you have the advantage, especially when it's timed, the first thing you do is TP back to base. 80 minutes into a game. Almost an hour and a half long. Dota game on average is 40 minutes long. LeftOneTV. 40 minutes. Stop winning games so late. Next game is going to be even more. Are you going to make it a 2-hour game? Joking. Adamson. I mean, he's back. Got that Aegis. Maybe they were waiting for his butterfly. Like a moonshard extra. And it might be what they're waiting for at this point. Who knows? Who knows, really? Look at the bottom lane. All those illusions. Pushing it out further. Goop. Fucking in with the smoke. Alright, this could be an important kill. The Slithering Crush is able... Oh, Ascendancy shows himself. Ascendancy shows himself. They know exactly where he's at. They stop the Alchemist though. Reaper Scythe. Alchemist saved by the time last second. The Reaper Scythe wasted. Slithering Crush into 3. It's your time. The Banner comes in. Lasso to the Phantom Lancer. That's the target they wanted. Everyone piles on him and he's gone. This is finally GG. The Slithering Crush that won you the game. LeftOneTV. Actually, maybe not done yet as they destroy Donnie. Very confident with that Dagon. They started being destroyed. Kidaro dealing a lot of damage to the Banner. You're also almost dead. That is the Banner gone as well. No. He's surviving just barely. Just barely. He will survive. Well, that's not bad. Phantom Lancer's dead, but so is the Alchemist. Weaver has to alone deal with the Silencer, and you lost to your Visage as well, but he has the buyback. Just immediately use it. There's no other time when you're not going to have buyback on Phantom Lancer. Just finish the match. It's time. It's 80 minutes in. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes now. Yup. Pushes these lanes further. Adamson's so close to getting that butterfly. And he goes Johnson fan. Second lasso. Surprise lasso. But, no, not gonna be successful this time. Oh, there you go. Lasso onto 2. Perfect target. Nyx Assassin and Necrophos. That's exactly what they wanted. Slithering Crush as well. They're burning in the flames. And Nyx is down. Nodo will follow suit as well. And he does not have a buyback anymore. The Visage Familiars trying to stun out, gain some time, but Hovit Y might just be sacrificed as a result. Where's the Weaver? She's not helping out. Reaper Scythe kills him off. Adamson just trying to split push in the backlines, but what was she doing? What you had to do there was trying to kill something. But Clavis will yet again survive through the whole lack of buyback of a Phantom Lancer. They forced the buyback on the Visage. The Visage was 140 seconds without, and thanks to the Reaper Scythe. The Alchemist now coming back in, and he will have a buyback. I mean, his buyback is technically up in 5 seconds. The Alchemist, by the way, tried cheese and didn't want to use it. Now, this late into the game, let's do the typical checking. Oh, Sanser has graduated university, PhD. Not in gender studies, mind you, computer fucking science. This kid is smart. Kitaro is teaching kids now at the university level. Let's see if they can stop him. That intelligence is a lot, 54. I mean, that's more than any item will ever give you. And look at Kitaro go. He also hits so hard with that Aghanim's, especially going through all the BKBs that every team has. It's fantastic. Now, wait for the next Roshan. 3 minutes in. LeftOneTV say, hey, it's time to play passively again. Nope, in the top lane. Careful, the Spike Carpus got evaded with a really clever BKB. The TP immediately came. Batter might be left alone. The Alchemist comes in, but Batter is already dead. Talon also saving Johnson Fan. Just barely surviving. Lasso still available, but he's been stopped by the last Spike Carpus. So is the Alchemist. 2 are down. Batter immediately buys back. Adamson can't die here as well. He has to run away. He has time less than 4 seconds anyway. There's a Slithering Crush trying to kill Ascendancy. Adamson deals a lot of damage, but he shows himself. Alchemist joining in with Travel Boots. Immediately bought back and wants to fight. Caught in the Ice Bath. Gonna stun himself out. That is not what he was looking for. That stun is too long. That might be it. They just lost the Alchemist and the fucking Weaver in the same engagement. Only surviving member is Slardar. Nobody has buybacks. Clavis, Aurea, please push. All they have to do is behave like a pregnant mother and push till there's nothing more to push. Clavis, for God's sake, you just got a gift sent from God. He just TP'd in the middle of an ice bath with an unstable concoction ready. It is your time. Go for the tier 4s, for the quickest lane. And that's what it seems like Ascendancy is doing. Alright, okay. The lane is taking a while, but it is falling slowly. With only a Slardar envisaged to defend. Still 80 seconds till Weaver and Alchemist come back. They're pushing all the lanes at the same time. Seems like not the most cost-efficient thing to do, but they're not really confident in their abilities. We do see Phantom Lancer with Mjolnir as well. So he does have a way to deal with the creeps quickly. Okay, Ascendancy. Clavis continues to attack these towers. Oh, these creeps, sorry. He's gonna take a tower very soon. As before we end the game, in case it does happen, let's look up the net worth graph quickly. Quickly, net worth graph is still in favor of... No, it never left the favor of Left One. Okay. That's interesting, but it's not only a 3k lead for LeftOneTV. That's insane. They're gonna go for the tier 4s. And nothing to stop them, only a Slardar. Look at them go. Phantom Lancer been hexed up. The Visage might be calling for death here. Blue is helping out. The Slardar already using his BKB. They want to get Reaper Sight. Nobody wants to kill him. The Ice Path might just finish him off. Cupid, careful. You don't want to run into it. Has been stunned by the Ice Path. The Familiar is stuck there. Reaper Sight used by Necrophos to kill a Slardar. 128 while your initiation, but the Weaver's already back, and she's causing some damage. Killed the Jakiro. Now Notar's a target of aggression. Time Lapse already committed. Ascendancy's still alive. They stun out the Weaver, and they can kill her a second time. She silenced for too long. The Shiva's Destroyer. She immediately came back, and she was just destroyed. She barely lasted longer than a newborn baby in Africa. And now they go in. Necrophos being destroyed by the lasso. They bring him back into the base. They get 2. No, only 1. As Ascendancy still alive. He will still have the doppelganger to escape this. Blue, careful, hit by the flame break, will die, but leads to the micropyre before he does so. Stormstoller now being harassed, but not quite dead. The doppelganger to save him. Ascendancy is gonna be scorched alive. They want to make some filet mignon out of this bitch, and they will push him back and ensure the kill against the cat. Immediately buys back. Donnie pushes himself or TPs in time, and now the Ancient pretty much at the same level. Both teams so even. 86 minutes in. And nobody is dying. Nobody is winning this game. Well, I mean, yeah, sorry. People are dying, but on both teams, it just seems impossible to push this. In this late game, the Phantom Lancer is king, queen, jack, and the whole court. He is destroying your whole team, and you can't do much against him. You're awesome fan. Aiming for one last lasso. Aiming for one lasso. The golden lasso. Let's see if he can get it. He knows there's no silencer this time at the very least. Illusions start to push. The Alchemist, annoying as ever. Ascendancy, they see him. Joseph Fan constantly cancel his Blink Dagger to find Ascendancy. They did force the buyback. What is he doing? Just hang about. You can't hang about. They're still bad right now. The mayor keeps swarming. He's dead for 2 minutes. Donnie in the sea of fire and flames. Spike Garbus undo everything he sees, but Donnie will be going down as well. That throne will not survive another engagement. Kidaro swarmed by the creeps, and finally the Ancient is down. LeftOneTV in the most casual and nonchalant way ever win the best of one and ensure they remain in the Prodota Cup. Clavis Aurea sadly will have to say goodbye today after winning against Helsinki Reds just previously, but they will not have enough to destroy or to beat LeftOneTV, who are going to take this match and continue through their insane run through losers brackets. Guys, hope you've enjoyed the game. Of course, do check our sponsor XBet if you did, and use the code BOUNTYX to get a €100 deposit to bet on your favorite Prodota Cup teams with the most favorable odds and the highest payouts. And of course, if you did enjoy the cast, the long cast, do check me out on Twitter. My name is TheSwordfish. You can look at me at TheSwordfish on Twitter. And I'll leave a link as well in the chat. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time with some more Prodota Cup.